All right, we should be live. I am so sorry about that. I took a little bit longer than I wanted to. I do apologize. I couldn't find the stupid thumbnail to put on Instagram. You guys know I just made a new Discord, so that was okay. You don't really need a thumbnail for that, but for Instagram, I definitely need a thumbnail, right? Because otherwise, like people won't see anything. It just wouldn't make sense. So thank you for your participation. And if you're watching in the future, as always, please put in hashtag future. Hashtag future. So then I know that you watched in the future. It's always nice to know. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, the link is there. Appreciate all of you. I hope you're having a great day. Today was a good day, man. Today's a good day. A very long day, but it was a good day overall. I think we're starting to see a couple things move up, and so we'll definitely talk about that. Yeah, man, I'm really glad to be streaming at this time. I really like streaming at like 7 p.m. because I get off work anywhere from like 5 to 5:30. It gets me time to eat dinner, hang out with the kids a little bit. But these days, honestly, they just go outside. Like it's so warm and they're really enjoying the outside life. So I get it. I remember being a kid, man. I used to go out till it was dark. All is forgiven. Yeah. So 22, make sure y'all throw your 22s in chat. It is such a glorious day. It's a beautiful day. We're gonna start off with what? Ascended Heroes right now? The talk of the no, you know what? Let's start with Prismatic first. Prismatic's doing really well. And we'll talk about that first, and then we can get into probably Ascended. And hell, fuck it. Today's title, just in case you are wondering, just in case you like to listen rather than look, I totally understand. It is Pokemon market is booming. The best sealed products to buy right now. I mean, come on, doesn't get any better than that. Right here, Prismatic Evolutions. They're asking 209. Last soul is 204. So we've broken that $200 mark, man. Yo, DJ, I'm back to back. I think we're on like 4 in a row, man. Fantastic product, right? We are hearing rumors that GameStop is getting more of these. I did just pre-order some of these from GameStop for $150. I mean, I think that's probably the floor, right? Like if GameStop's doing this nationwide, which who knows how much supply, I can't imagine it being enough supply that would actually affect anything. But I went ahead and pre-ordered the 2 that I was allowed. And then on my son's account, he did 2 for himself. But let's be honest, I mean, he didn't have the money for it, so I paid for it. But all day, every day, I'm going to pay $150 for Prismatic ETB 100% of the time, literally all day, every day. So I would imagine worst case scenario, we could consider $150 on Prismatic. We're too deep into it at this point. I mean, we would need such a substantial reprint, man. We're millions and millions of these to really, get anywhere close to like $120. So, I mean, I just don't see that happening, man. Like before you know it, I mean, we're about to be in April. Before you know it, we're going to be talking about Prismatic rotating out. And that's not in the short term, but it's going to come up fast. So yeah, I'm buying. Like you can go to your GameStop, at least as of today, I could in my area, and you could pre-order these for $150. In my opinion, no brainer. Absolutely. And if we do get a substantial reprint and the prices were to come down for whatever reason, absolutely buy. Take advantage of it. Buy as many as you possibly can get your hands on. And then, hey, maybe we'll get a Sam's one in a Costco. I doubt it, but I look forward to it. I genuinely would love to see more Prismatic reprinted, and we could just get our hands on more and more and more. And yeah, love it to death, man. Great set. Gonna keep buying. Can't stay for this one, but just want to wish you a good stream. We'll appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, good things. What's your top 3 product right now? Do you mean top 3 sellers? Anything Prismatic or Ascended Heroes instantly gone. There's a few products that move kind of slow for some reason. It could be the pricing. It could be it's just not the popular thing right now. So these right now, these are at market, but everything else that I list Ascended Heroes at market sells pretty much instantly. Oh, we just sold out on the Phantasmal Flames. I didn't even notice that. It used to be 151, but now that it's gone to 190, which is market. People are just waiting, I guess. Maybe they're hoping it's going to go down. They always do that, and then it shoots up, and they miss their chance. You know how it is. Same shit, different day. So we have a lot of Ascended Hero products right now in stock. So, yeah, we got the Erica, which is a little bit more expensive. It's $1 more. I think it's actually $2 more on TCG than Larry. Could be $1, but I just know that it's more expensive to buy Erica because it's, everybody wants this coin. And maybe the Tangela, it is what it is, but it's just a little bit more, more desirable. Same thing for the Charizard here. We've got a lot of Ascended Heroes left. We got 2 packs and 3 packs. But I get it. You know, these aren't the hot new item. Everybody wants the other items that are more expensive and stuff. But it is there. It is, you know, good. And I know it's going to sell out for a fact. I just know it. It's not really like if, it's more of when. So, you know, I paid really high on it. You know what I'm saying? Paid 80 something percent on them. So I would rather it just sit, even if that takes a couple days or a week extra, just to make sure we get market. Because, you know, if I get collections for 70, 75%, which these days is not happening, I can tell you that right now, it's not, then I can afford to give you guys like a better deal. But when you're paying 80, 85%, unfortunately, you really got to get market. So yeah, it's good to wait. And who knows, maybe in a couple days, in a week or two or a month, I don't know, these things will appreciate even further. Or they can go down, but we'll see what happens, man. Is yeah, we'll see. So probably best selling by far is anything prismatic, liquidated, just gone. And then anything Ascended Heroes, except for those 2 and 3 packs at the moment. 150 is an instant buy in prismatic. Absolutely. Goes back to 100, 120. I'm taking a second mortgage. Oh, yo, my man. Cash out. We got 71 viewers in 6 minutes. Bro, this is crazy. Damn, I need to start earlier, man. I've been starting at like 8:30 because some other people have been streaming. Shout out to them. And I don't want to overlap them, but I've really been wanting to start at 7 p.m. More often. So damn, man, it's crazy. We had 70 viewers in 6 minutes. Those Phantasmal Flames ETBs you post been flying. Yeah. Yeah, I'm out now, dude. I sold all 100. Sold them $17 under market. To be fair, they're B grade, but loving the 3 to 4 streams a week. My man. Thank you, Pentex. Always enjoy your content, especially the live streams. Really appreciate your insight. Well, thanks, man. You're going to load up on perfect order. I'm not loading up on perfect order. Like I said, I have 5 cases coming for the booster boxes and only 2 cases of the ETB. I had the opportunity to buy more of the ETBs. I'm not as bullish on the ETBs. Booster boxes, look, even if it's a bad set, even if it's not popular, I can't imagine a world where I can't sell those for 220 a pop, even if the market gets bad or not popular. I just can't see it, bro. It's a booster box. It's close enough to MSRP. Worst case scenario, I'm thinking I would have to sell those for like 215, and I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? I've told you guys I paid about 190 for all those. So, you know, I can make my 20 bucks, 25 bucks, depending on what price I get. I feel good with that. If it has to sit in the store for a couple weeks, like that's fine with me. You know, I make my margin and then just keep it pushing. So it's so close to $200 that I feel really comfortable with that. And so that's why I bought it. Yeah. But I don't think I'll be buying more perfect order. I would like to sell by the case. I always prefer to sell by the case. And that's another reason I think I'll get 200. I think if I'm selling the case, I'm going to aim for 225 per, just because the sealed case premium, to add $5, that's only $30 extra for a sealed case. Like, that's pretty fucking good, man. So yeah, I think I'm going to aim for cases, and hopefully I can get the case premium. And if not, like I said, worst case scenario, we'll open them up and we'll sell them by the booster box. But the ETBs, I'm not as bullish on. I don't feel as confident on. Ascended Heroes, Pokemon Center ETBs, a sell? Let's look at that, man. Let's look at that. Ascended Heroes ETB Pokemon Center. Man, what a great set. Everybody loves this set. I'll tell you what, man. If I bought these for MSRP, which was what, 60 bucks, and I had $400 worth of ETB, I'm not trying to give you advice because I have no idea what the future is going to be. I'm saying if it was me, I'm selling that shit. Brother, in like 1 month, you went from 60 bucks to 400. Me personally, oh yeah, I'm taking profits. I mean, that's altcoin numbers, guys, from crypto. Like, fuck yeah, I'm selling that bitch. Like, if you waited 6 months, a year, that's a different story. Bro, we're talking about like 30 days, maybe 45 days. How much is that? 6 times 4 is 240. Okay, so 6 times 6, 3. So 6, was that 6.5x? Are you kidding me? A 6.5x on your money? Oh yeah, buddy, I'm selling that. In a month? Oh yeah, I'm taking profits. 6.5x in 30 days? Look, oh my God, it's even more. Last sold $395. Yeah, buddy, you do what you want. Again, I'm not trying to convince you either way. I'm just saying for me, if I'm getting a 7x now in a month, you're damn right I'm taking profits. Now, I probably wouldn't sell all of them, but I'll tell you what, for me, if I had 2 or 4, oh yeah, buddy, I'm selling a minimum of half of those. That way I'm sitting pretty. But to be honest, I think over the long term, you'll be fine. It will go up. But that's some crazy growth right there, bro. Like, I mean, look at this, bro. This is absurd. This is wild. Um, I mean, wow. Yeah, that's great. I'd be taking profits for myself, but that does not mean that you need to do that. But yeah, you asked me a question, and so I'm just going to give you honest feedback for myself and my situation. Everybody's different. What do you think about Evo skyboxes? I actually just got offered a collection yesterday, about a $40,000 collection. He's asking pretty high on it at 85%. To be fair, there are some really good items in there. Some of the items I'm not like super thrilled about, I'll be honest, but the top half of the collection is pretty dope. $40,000 collection. He's asking 85%, which, I mean, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. But I probably will do it, to be honest, depending on the condition. That's the thing, right? If I'm spending, I don't know what that is, 33,000 or some shit, 34. I can just look it up. Let me see. I think it was something around there. Let me see. 40,000 times 0.85. Yeah, 34. Wow. Just did that shit in my head. So if I'm spending 34K and I'm paying 85%, which is extremely high for a large collection, it better be minty. I'll tell you that right now. Because I'm not paying 85% unless these things are flawless. So there is some evolving skies in there. That being said, it's only like 5,000 or it's either $5,000 or $6,000 worth of the 40,000. So it's really easy to look at the top half and be like, wow, this is amazing. How do I know? Because I buy collections all the time, right? Be careful. If you're buying collections, guys, if you see like the best of the best stuff at the top, you're like, yes, I want this instantly. I'm going to pay super high for it. But you got to be careful, because if only 5 or 6K is the best of the best, and then you start scrolling down and you look at the bottom half and that equals 10,000 or 15,000 of the collection, well, that's the majority of the collection. So please, guys, be careful with that. Like, don't just look at the best of the best. You really got to look at the entirety or the totality of the collection before making up your mind. I would not say this collection is like a home run. I've definitely had some home runs where literally every single product was like, yes, no question, let's do 85%. But there's some things in there that I'm like, okay, it's good overall. It's a great collection overall. But condition is going to be everything on that one. So we'll see what happens. Got my 5DR booster bundles. Oh, booster box? LTS, are you the person I sold 5 to? DJ packs and ships like a pro? Oh, thanks, man. I do my best. Thank you so much, LTS. Are you the person that video called me earlier today? I'll be honest, I don't video call people unless I want to. But you were the exception. You did spend a substantial amount of money with me. Hey. Hey, if you're gonna be a little whale, hey, you get a call. See you, buddy. I started to try and make content to really start my business because I saw your journey and how you're crushing all the wins, slowly adding up and hopefully continue to grow. Well, good luck to you, Hoko. That's awesome, man. Not hard to pack and ship like a pro. You get some bubble wrap and some tape. Yeah, you think so? You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. Tell that to TCG Player. Tell that to people on eBay. Tell that to probably 9 out of 10 stores online, maybe more. You probably haven't been burnt yet, Fuzzy. 22 in chat, you ever been burnt? I can tell you right now, I've ordered multiple times from TCG Player. Every single time I've got burnt. They will send you double. They will not double box anything if you buy a sealed case off them. If you buy a near mint card, brother, you're getting like a light played almost every time, lightly played every time. Anytime you buy a sealed product from them, like an ETB, it's going to be thrown around in this box. Nothing, no protection, just like Target does, just like Walmart does, just like all these retailers. They put they oversize the box this big and give you an ETB this small. Be careful with that statement, because I am telling you right now, you must have never been burnt. If you buy true quantity on the internet, you will see the difference. You will see there is not too many people out there taking care of the product. Not too. We got 100 viewers. That's crazy. What's up, everybody? Probably another Send a Heroes PC ETV drop. There could be. I don't think it'd matter that much, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to load I'm going to look to unload the one I have that has a micro hole in the corner. I would definitely sell that. Yeah, absolutely. What to buy with a profit? Well, you got to understand, I am not giving you advice. I'm literally just telling you what I would do. If it was me, I would take my, 7x gains. And then I personally would reallocate those funds. I think at this point, guys, do not quote me. I am not saying you need to do this. I'm saying what I would do. I just want to be so clear with that. I would take my Pokemon Center gains that are up 7x, and I would probably just buy some sealed cases of Ascended Heroes. Now, you could buy loose. You could buy loose ETBs. That's fine too if that's all you can afford. I get it. But brother, look at this. Look at this, bro. In the last month, it's still down 6%. It's still down 6%, right? I mean, we're barely above $100. Like, dude, think about this. The Pokemon Center, you're up 7x in like a month. Why would you not like take those profits and then just fucking buy this? It's still the same thing. It's just not Pokemon Center. That's, nearing the bottom of where it's ever been. Not saying it won't go down further. It could, absolutely. This could go to $90 one day. Got it. But that's $20 less, right? You know what I'm saying? I think this would have more growth. This is the thing for me, my style. Not everybody's like me, but for my style, I like to buy when I see this. For me, this is bullish. I like to buy when things are down. We buy low and we sell high. You understand? So one of them, the Pokemon Center, is up 7x of your money. and then you just reallocate those funds into something at the bottom like this. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. But that being said, I could be completely wrong. That's just how my mind works. Like, there's a level of greed, which is like, come on, bro. Like, what do you need? Do you need a 10x? Do you need a 12x? Do you need a 50x in 2 months? Like, what are we doing, guys? Well, at some point, come on, man. Come on, brother. But that's just me. Not the old micro hole. By May, hero ETBs should be 150. Your guess is as good as mine. I personally think that Ascended Heroes will get the Prismatic treatment long term because it's a no-brainer for Pokemon. Like, Ascended Heroes, some people are going to say is better. Some people say as good as Prismatic. I think it's definitely the more complete set. I still favor Prismatic just because of personal biases. But Ascended Heroes is definitely a better set. Like, I do have to say that. As much as I hate saying that, both are great sets. But I think, yeah, eventually we will see it in Sam's. We'll see it in Costco. I would argue that the demand for Ascended is even more than Prismatic, which is crazy to say because I remember Prismatic when it was coming out, dude. It was insane. But I don't know. Maybe it's the wave system. It could be the wave system, right? The way that Pokemon's doing it now is very interesting. Because before, you just got all the Prismatic products, not all of them, but most of them at the same time. And now we're getting, what was it, the 3-pack January 30th. And then I think it was like February 12th, February 20th. I can't remember. We got the ETB. And then was it the 2-pack that was supposed to come out originally? And then, hey, now we're in a new month, right? We're in March and we got these amazing 10-pack and 5-pack, which are behind me. I have not sold any 10-packs. I am keeping these, bro. These are the next blooming waters, in my opinion, for Ascended Heroes. Absolutely keeping those right now. And then next month, we get the bundle. It's really weird what they're doing. I don't know why. Pokemon knows what they're doing. So I think that's another reason that it's just so spread out. You know what I mean? It's very unique how they're doing it. So there's something going on. I just don't know what it is. I'll sell you my cards for 169%. You locked down any GameStop Prismatic ETBs yet? Sounds like everyone is getting them, but $150 is probably still a good price. So I did do the pre-order yesterday for my account and then my son's account. Hell yeah. For $150 all day, every day, I'm buying those. Now, I went back today because I did not lock in the booster bundles yesterday like an idiot. So I went back today. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? $60 is just too cheap for Prismatic. You guys know I've been going to GameStop. They've actually sold out like a week or two ago now, or a week and a half ago. So they don't have any more. But I was the only person in my area buying them because nobody wanted to pay the premium. This is before they shot up to close to $80. Then guess what? Now everybody wants them because they saw it go up. I was like, you know what? Market's like 68, 70. $60 is still a great price in my opinion. But anyway, so I went to pre-order those bundles today, and guess what? They're not doing it anymore. At least it. Oh my god. Excuse me. Oh my god. I'm not sick, I promise. I don't know what that was because I'm not eating or drinking. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, they stopped doing it. So I was like, no, but it's okay. We just got 150 bundles in yesterday. I did private sell one of them for 1900. I really don't want to sell them. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I'll wait a little bit more because I haven't got all 7 yet. I got 5 out of 7. So I just think it's too cheap to be selling right now, to be honest with you. Maybe that's not true, but like, let's check it out, man. I mean, market right now is 1927. Um, yeah, I just sold one for 19. He has to pay shipping too, so like 1920. The I don't trust these kind of sellers. No offense to them. I'm sure he's a great guy, but really, the next one's 1950. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm not going under market on these. I just don't see any way these don't go to 2000 like any day now, any week now, and then 2100, and then just keep going. So for me, I'm just not looking to like offload them real fast. I would rather take retro specs advice. He told me great advice when I streamed with him. If you guys didn't watch retro specs, he's like, bro, why do you keep selling these things for deals? Like you're selling. Hold on, let me close my door. Kids just got home. If you guys didn't watch that retro specs live stream I did with him, I'll just tell you what he said. He was like, DJ, I've been watching your videos. I've been watching your store. I'm watching your journey. You are selling the best products, Prismatic, Destin Rivals, and you're going under market. Like, what are you doing? He's like, do that for Twilight, do that for Journey. That makes sense. Do that for other things. But the best of the best products, he's like, bro, you put it on your store for market. At the moment, it doesn't feel like a deal. But you guys know how this market is right now, bro. And we haven't even started the 30th anniversary hype. Give it a week. Give it 2 weeks. Give it a month. What seems like market right now, and it's like, oh, it's kind of expensive. In a week or two, it's like, wow, that's $100 under market. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, dude, you're so right, because I got to make my margin. You know what I mean? Listing them at 1900, which I'm only going to sell the one for 19. Like I said, I think was a 16 or 15% markup. And then I had to pay Shopify fee. So it ends up being like, I don't know, 14%, which, it's not the best percentage, but it's not a bad percentage either. The problem is I can't buy more of them. I've already talked to my contact. I said, hey, can I get 7 more? Can I get 10 more? The price is now 1900 for me to reorder. Do you understand what I'm saying? I literally can't get them for the price that I got them a month ago. I can't. I have to pay 1900 to get more of them. And so this is where Retrospecs, who's, doing 10 million plus right now on Pokemon sales, he's the one who convinced me, like, dude, what are you doing, man? You cannot replenish this stock. So I'm like, okay, you're so right, bro. You're so right. So taking a page out of his book and just trying to be a little bit more patient on a couple, at least the good stuff, right? 151 products, Prismatic, Destin, definitely Ascended, just being smarter. I read that one. I have 14 PC ETBs, average 153. Not sure if I should sell them and put them towards cases or regular. Hey, you do what's best for you, man. I told you what I would do for myself, but dude, whatever's works for you. Yo, DJ, back at it. Love your content, homie. Always happy to be here. Yo, my man, Albert, always showing love, brother. Yeah, we talked today. Bulk raw, graded, sealed. I started selling my collection to get my own house. 148K more to go. Yo, good for you, man. Good for you, bro. Congrats, bro. Force him down to 80%. The bank. Not even going to pay that. Yeah. Yeah. 23 years on eBay. 100% seller rating. I had to give you props. Oh. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. My eBay store is the bomb. I've had some crap shipped to me, but as far as going out, I'm the GOAT, says Fuzzy. Damn, this motherfucker patting himself on the back, brother. Hey, be careful, man. Your arm might fall off if you keep patting yourself too hard. This dude's like, looked himself in the mirror. He's like, damn, I'm handsome. Damn, I look good. You look good. I'm just messing with you. What else do you have for sale? You got to check the store, man. I don't know. I got to get more product in. So hopefully this week, we sold out of everything, like I said, for Ascended. You can check the store out, DJ's Poke Center. We still got 2 packs and 3 packs. And the Pikachu, I think 2 or 3 of them have swirls. Yeah. 2 or 3 out of like the 10 had swirls. It's pretty good. I'm not going to tell people that I'm not going to allow people to buy just the one with the swirl. You're just going to get what you get. Some people get swirls, some people won't. Because otherwise people are going to DM me and be like, bro, can I get the one with the swirl? No, no, you cannot. Don't ask. That's the 30th anniversary Pikachu. Only buy from my Connect, no taxes, and no shipping. Nice, bro. Good for you. Hell yeah. Question. Remember your first video on the channel 6 months ago. Now you're pushing 3K followers. Great job. May I ask, do you have a goal for yourself and your YouTube channel? Oh, well, firstly, thank you for watching my first ever video, man. Shout out to my boy Titan. Thanks, buddy. Great question, bro. Goal for myself. I've always said this. Ever since I was a child, I'm talking like 9, maybe 8, definitely by 10. I've always dreamed of having like this huge mansion ever since I was a kid, bro. And I don't know what started it, what stemmed it. Maybe I saw on the television or something. I've always dreamed of having this huge mansion with this massive gate, like what Michael Jordan has. Maybe I saw Michael Jordan's house. I don't know, but like a huge gate. You have to like pull up to it, hit the button to buzz in. You know what I'm saying? And then when you start driving into the driveway, there's a huge well and it has like a lion shooting out water. And then you come to my front door, tall doors, huge door, right? And right, and they got to open that bitch like some castle looking shit. That's always been my life goal. I'm not gonna lie. Will that ever happen? Probably not. Probably not. But that is my life personal goal, as you asked. For the YouTube channel, bro, you know, just growing the store, man. Keep documenting my journey. This entire YouTube channel is DJ's Poker Center. You know, it's my failures. I have failed many times. I talk about those in videos all the time. Be transparent as I possibly can. Not fully. Some things are my own, but just document my journey, bro, and keep growing the business. And who knows? Maybe years from now, when the market gets bad, we'll get distro. And you know, really long term, I would love to have a warehouse, and I'd love to sell sealed product to people, like to other businesses that are growing. But this is years from now. So, but for right now, bro, we're on the grind. We're just taking it day by day, and we're trying to do right by our customers as best as we possibly can. That's it. Prismatic bundles, a good buy still at 60, 70. 60, I would say absolutely. Let me see the price at 70, man. Let me see the price. It really depends. Like, what are you trying to do? You're trying to hold it? I mean, if you hold it for a long time, yeah, you'll do great. So market right now, 73. We call it 70, 73. It rounds down. Last sold 70. Let's see. Yeah, next one for sale, not by 100%er, but pretty close to it, is about $75. So, I mean, is 70 a steal? No. I would say, what is your time horizon? Definitely. You know, if you're trying to make money in a month or 2 or 3, I probably wouldn't say 70 is a good deal. If you're holding it for a year, 2 or 3, yeah, it's pretty great. I'd say it's a fantastic time. So it really just depends on what your goals are, man. HWG 953. What? I don't know what you just said. Are you speaking code to me, brother? The 2 ETB max AHETB in less than 5 days. Just observing. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. 100x is necessary. Oh my God, we got a donation. I am so sorry. Donations always skip the queue. I apologize to you personally, man to man or man to woman or whatever. I apologize. So I didn't see it. StreamYard didn't tell me. In 20 years, what do you see the Ascended Heroes ETB, Mega UPC box, Prismatic ETB, and Evolve? This is a lot of questions. Thank God you donated. And Evolving Skies pack go for ballpark. 20 years is a crazy question, bro. Pokemon's only been around for 30. So I'm just shooting a dart blindfolded drunk on a Saturday night with the boys. All right. Ascended Hero ETB 20 years from now? God. 3 to 5K? I don't know. I don't know. The UPC? Oh God. 3 to 5K? I don't know. Prismatic ETB? I'd also say probably like 3 to 5K. An Evolving Skies pack? $900, $1,000 a pack, something like that, something crazy like that. 20 years is a long ass time, brother. I'll be 56. My God, almost be dead. Also, it's much easier to sell at a high percentage when it's hyped. Absolutely, 100%, 100%, 100%. Ascended Heroes can dance with any set, no matter the name. Set is wild. Yeah, brother. What you guys pull from AH? My best so far is Ends Zorak. We pulled the Electros SIR on our first pack ever. Besides that, we got some little IRs, but we haven't got too much, man. We got really screwed on Ascended so far, me and the kids. We've been really depressed about it, actually. We've opened up 6 ETBs and I don't know, like 6 2 or 3 packs. Yeah, I don't know. We just been getting boned, bro. You know, it's a hard set. It's like Prismatic. To be fair, it does have IR, so you always get something every now and then. But it's a tough one, man. You really got to spend a lot of money opening Ascended unless you get lucky. 136 viewers. Our record is 141. I'm going to shill it. Make sure you guys get in the Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. We got a free Discord right now. I'm going to change it eventually. So it's more like a waiting area. It's not the final product. I'll probably make a new one or at least get bot protection or something this weekend, hopefully. So just understand that. It's not the final product. Picked up another pin collection at GameStop. I just bought the 10 pack from GameStop today. That shit was expensive, brother. It was $107. I'm going to put you guys on game, okay? Lucario Ascended 10 pack. The Lucario is going for a little bit more money. At the moment, I don't know if this is going to last, but at the moment, the Lucario is selling for more money. I'm assuming it's because of the promo. And, you know, Lucario is just a more popular Pokemon than Gardevoir. It is going for more money. So if you're going to buy these and you have the choice, I would go for the Lucario. It's selling for about $5 more, $3 more, depending on when you look at it. Just my 2 cents. But if you really love the Gardevoir, go for it. But just trying to give you guys some help, man. It looks like Lucario is going to sell for a little bit more. Why would you buy ETBs for 150 when SBCs are about to crash? I would buy both. Brother, anything. Do you understand what I'm saying right now? It's not like, oh, I'm only going to buy this. No, you buy all of it. If and when these SBCs come out, is it Sam's or Costco? I can't remember. You buy them all. And then when the ETBs come out, you buy those too. It's not like, oh, either or. No, you just buy them all. Fuck it. Hell yeah, buy that shit. No. I think they're both great. I buy both. How do we feel about the overall market if Perfect Order and Chaos Rising end up being duds? Such a great question. I wonder if I should make this a YouTube video. Oh, you just gave me a great title. Hold on. I'm going to title it, What Will Happen? Oh, thank you so much for this idea. What is your name? Blake? Here, I'm going to take a picture of this. My man. Shout out to Blake. All right. What do you guys think of this title? This is a great video idea. Thank you so much. I'm going to title it, What Will Happen If Perfect Order and Chaos Riding Crash the Pokemon Market? Subject to change on the exact title. I'll probably make it shorter, but great idea. That's such a good question. I don't know what the future is. Personally, my gut tells me the market's going to be perfectly fine. I think Ascended Heroes is just such a fantastic set that it won't really matter if Perfect Order is good or bad, if Chaos Rising is good or bad. It's such a fantastic set, kind of like Prismatic, right? Even when Journey Together was coming out, the market was still super, super hot. And I know Journey Together was super hot at first, but even when it wasn't, even when these other sets weren't great, Prismatic carried throughout the entire thing. Ask Nostalgianomics, ask literally any rip and tripper in the world, and all of them will tell you Prismatic was the best seller throughout all of it. So I think it's just going to be, Perfect Order's not that good. But guess what? I still haven't finished the biggest set ever created by Pokemon. I think it's always going to be there. So personally, I don't see any way or any chance that the overall market like crashes just because these 2 sets may or may not be fantastic. I think it's a great opportunity for people who want to open packs. Like, here's your MSRP or pretty close to MSRP. Like I said, if you can get it for $200, $220, you're close enough to MSRP where you get to open up 36 packs. You're going to have some fun with the kids or just have fun opening some cards and enjoy the hobby. I think it's great. I'm definitely going to be opening up a booster box for fun. Me and the kids are going to sit down and we're going to get, 12 packs each, right? And we're going to open up both of those new sets. We're going to have a great time with it. And is it the most popular set in the world? To me, it's not that serious. It doesn't really matter. The real goal is Ascended Heroes. And then after that, guess what? Maybe the next specialty set comes out. I don't know. I've heard rumors of some other things. I'm not going to really go off those until something's official. But we're getting even closer by the end of Chaos Rising, to the real 30th anniversary, the real hype of this year. Right now, it's fun. It's great. But we haven't really started the 30th at all. So, I think we'll be perfectly fine. Man, we are lucky. Live stream 3 days in a row. Woo. Retro also told you to play the ladder game with the price. As product sells with a limit per customer, you can raise the price every time to see what you get. Yeah. So that was really good advice. So what I used to do is I would list all 20, right? So if I had, I don't know, 20 151 bundles, I would just list all 20. Well, one person comes in, buys them all, or two people do, right? So he's like, no, 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 do four for the price that you want today. Wait a week or two, right? Do four, then do four, right? And so then you start to average higher, which is better for my business, right? That's a great call. And yeah, I definitely like that. That's later when you more comfortable though. I feel comfortable. I need more product, but who doesn't, right? Is it true they're reprinting prismatic ETBs? I mean, some really trustworthy people like a non-TCG are saying that. I know that GameStop is releasing more. Is it an official reprint or was it stock that they had laying around? You know, how do I know, dude? I'm just a dude, just a normal ass dude. I don't have any insight into that. I know you can pre-order them right now for 150 at GameStop. That's what I know. Or you could as of today. So maybe that'll stop tomorrow. But I don't know. $1 million a pack? Oh, come on now. 3 to 5K for ES pack. Ooh, that's crazy. 2040, I'll sell my investment. Dollar General be in shambles. I'll be 56. We will. LOL. We will. LOL. That's very hard to read. Loading up for the future. Please tell me you bought at MSRP. Bought what at MSRP? Brother, here's the thing. I don't know who you're talking to. You might be talking to somebody else. If I could buy things at MSRP, I would. You need to understand my position. I'm running a store, right? I need quantity. You are not getting quantity at MSRP. Now, you can get some product. Yes, right? I have no doubt that you could go out and, you could go to Targets and you could go to Walmart's and you could, invest all this time and come home with like 6 ETBs. I know you can do those things. It's a lot of time to waste. That doesn't do anything for me in my store, right? I need, 100 ETBs. I need 50 pack. I need 150. I need 200 ETBs at a time. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to get that for MSRP. You got to pay up. That's what I have to do. A lot of the time is unfortunately I have to pay up. I've said it a million times, so I'm not going to keep saying it every day, but some of my biggest wins for the store have been paying full market. And just waiting a little bit until they go up to the percentage that I need. So that way I got a large quantity for some of the customers. And even those large quantities don't last very long on the store, unfortunately. So I'm sure everybody's having that problem right now. If you could pick out any Pokemon card for free to have for your PC, which card would you pick? Okay. If you ask me what card would probably make me the happiest card, it would be a first edition PSA 10 Ninetales that was stolen from me as a child. Now, it wasn't a PSA 10. It was one that I had, and I never have replaced that. So it still hurts me to this day that some kids stole my first edition Ninetales. That is probably like the most nostalgic card I have. It was the first holographic card I ever had. I want to say back then, Ninetales came in one of those like decks, because I remember Machamp came in a deck and it was like the first holo ever and it was pretty dope. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, Ninetales also did something like that first edition. So that would make me the happiest. Like that would make me feel complete, just reliving my childhood. Now, if you talk about money, hey, I'm gonna take that first edition Charizard, but hopefully that answers your question there, buddy. Yo, DJ, I snagged some Zen Babe lip pillows today. Do not buy Zen. I do not promote that. Do not do it. Don't do it. It's bad. Selling One Piece. Oh, we got another donation. Yay. We got 2 more donations. Guys, I am so sorry. Why is this not alerting me? I am apologizing to y'all from the bottom of my heart. I apologize. Mega Gengar, PSA 10. I want it. Continue waiting. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really stay up with graded cards or raw cards that much. I'm more of a sealed guy. If you ask me the sealed numbers, I know most things going on between Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, and Mega Evolutions. Day to day, I pretty much follow those pretty confidently. If you ask me cards and stuff, I don't know, bro. I think at least while we're booming, I think you'd probably be okay. But I would imagine you could probably eventually get that card cheaper. eventually. I'm not gonna really say what to do. I wouldn't do it myself. So hopefully that answers your question. I know that doesn't help you much. I apologize, but I I'd rather have sealed product personally. You see that Journey Together box case with ES labeled swap? I did see that. Yeah, you guys gotta be careful if you're buying older cases. There's a lot of fakes out there. Make sure it says international on the bottom. Oddly enough, I have a Sword and Shield case right here. This is the what's it called? Which one is this one? This is our battle styles that we opened. We only have 2 left. We opened a brand new case for everybody. So on this label right here, hopefully you can see that. You see where it says international? So that was what they were using for Sword and Shield. Now, I have been told, I can't confirm, but I have been, oh, let's show my armpit. The hell? Come on, camera. I have been told, okay, it doesn't want to zoom in. It wants to go on my armpit hair. That's weird. But I have been told that some of Sword and Shield, they stop using international. So please do your research. But I can tell you right now, if it doesn't say international and it came out in definitely the first half, be careful because it could just be like somebody said, a Journey Together box or something. I think it's Perfect Order and Chaos Rising are duds. The value of the good sets just drive higher. I believe that too. Oh, I already read this one. Thank you so much, guys, for the donations, man. Keeping the stream alive. I really appreciate that. It helps. What are you charging DJ for a seal? Why are you yelling for a seal case of Perfect Order and booster boxes? I need one. Whatever market is for times 6 for not for the sealed case, but for the regular. So let's see. You know, again, it's subject to change. Perfect Order booster box. It's subject to change. If the market goes crazy, I'm going to raise my price. If it goes down, I'll lower it a little bit. But this is just pre-sale data, right? So at the moment, market is, we'll call it 224, right? So I would just do 224 times 6, and that'd be 1,344. And there is no premium to that. I don't know what the premium is for the sealed case, but with my cases, my goals and plans right now are to not even charge you a premium, just charge you whatever market is. I think that's pretty fair. Let's see. What's going to happen is Scarlet Violet is going to see a massive boom. I believe it. What do you think of Shiny Mew from Paldean Fates? I like anything Mew. I think Mew is great, especially Paldean Fates. Great set. Yo, what's up, Rude? Why do they continue printing Prismatic when so many sets are dry? What's the point? Will any number of reprints be enough to impact Prismatic? Nah. I don't want to say never, right? I don't want to be like, oh, there's nothing they could do. Why do they keep doing it? Probably because the price is so high. They said they would do it, but it's not going to have any long-lasting effect. Not this deep into it, bro. We're about to be in April. Do you guys understand? We're about to be in April, bro. I don't think it's going to matter, man, personally. But take advantage of it. Buy as much as you can. When the dip, if and when the dip happens, take advantage. I used to go around steal kids' cards when I was a kid. This motherfucker. I wonder if that's one of the kids that stole my card, bro. Well, guys, we hit a new record. 149 viewers. Wow. 149 viewers, chat. Holy shit. And only 33 likes. Talk about disrespect. Talk about disrespect right now. My lord. Isn't that crazy? Oh, we got another one. You worried people swapping Journey labels with Prizzy? Another super chat. I'm sorry, I had to jump the line here. You worried people that, oh, I think that is a very valid concern. Here's the thing. In my personal opinion, in my personal experience, and I don't have much experience, as I always say, right here, this guy knows what he's talking about. Pokey King Shop. I'm always trying to give him a shout out, man. He's a good dude. I like watching his channel. I think it's worth it to get it from a good source. I will always pay a premium for a minty box. I will always pay a premium if it comes from a good source. The problem is a lot of people buy and they're really cheap, right? They're like, oh, that Prismatic sealed ETB case is $2,000. I'm not paying $2,000. And they find somebody who's selling it for $1,700, $1,800, a deal that's too good to be true, right? Why would somebody sell it to you for $1,700 when the market's $2,000? It doesn't even make sense. It's not even believable. But unfortunately, a lot of people are being cheap asses and they're like, I'm going to go buy this. So I think that's a really valid concern, man. Yeah, getting Journey together instead of Prizzy or something. Yeah, that's a very valid concern and something that could happen. And that's why for me, I'm really careful where it's coming from. My Prismatic boxes come from distro. I don't have distro. I'm not gonna tell you all the secrets of what I do, what I don't do, but they come from distro. And so I didn't mind paying a premium for mine. You know what I'm saying? As long as it comes from a trustworthy source, that's where I'm getting my stuff from, right? Trustworthy sources like straight from distros and shit. I'm okay with that. I would rather pay up any day because if and when you get scammed, I mean that's sad, bro. That's sad, and I don't want to see anybody get scammed. So, I don't have anything to sell you. Just to be fair, like I'm not selling those things, but make sure you're getting good quality stuff from reputable companies or reputable businesses. And please, man, be careful. If you don't know the person, like what the hell are you doing buying off Facebook Marketplace and all these sketchy people? And be careful, man. Is TCG Player a reliable site to get ETBs, sealed cases of ETBs? If so, what do you recommend doing to make sure you don't get scammed? Okay. TCG is a good website. It's a very good website. That being said, as I said earlier in the stream, I've had nothing but terrible experiences with TCG Player every time. I've never had one positive experience buying off of TCG. Here is the thing. I've bought multiple cases of Pokemon. Every single one of them did not come double boxed. The cocksuckers put your label on top of the thing that says the label for the Pokemon, right? To read it, it says like SV 2.5 or whatever, right? SV2. They'll put the damn label on top of it. They'll ruin the case premium. I've had other people over the tape, you know, like the red and white tape, because they don't want to double box it and spend the extra $3 on the box and maybe $2 or $3 in weight. Instead, what they'll do is they'll put brown tape over it to hide it. So that way somebody doesn't steal it. But they ruin your case every freaking time. Every time they do that to me. Every time. So you ruin the case. Now, the attitude on TCG, in my experiences, could obviously be different from seller to seller. But in my anecdotal experience, the people always respond with the same thing. Why do you care? It's about what's inside, right? So I think TCG is fantastic overall if you're going to open up these cases. If you don't mind, you know, you just want to have a party, you want to open them up for your store, take them out the box, sell them one for one in your LGS, TCG is great. If you are trying to collect nice looking, maybe not minty, but at least good looking cases, TCG is dog shit. Every time I've ever bought a single or even double ETB, they give me a box this big and the ETB is this small. I bought a Prismatic Pokemon Center off TCG. Not kidding. The box was this big, bro. This tall. For one Prismatic Pokemon Center that was this big. Now, I did get lucky. There was no damage. It's actually over there. I got lucky with that one. So let me take it back. It's a half bad experience because the product ended up being safe, but still. So I heard it when I picked up the box, bro. It was like, I was like, oh my God. They don't use any bubble wrap. They don't use any craft paper. They use an oversized box every freaking time, bro. It is awful. You get what you pay for. On TCG Player, you may be able to save $5-10. But I'm telling you right now, as someone who's done it, and all my friends can tell you the exact same thing. If you're looking for mint, if you're looking for good quality condition stuff, look elsewhere. You're going to want to, again, it doesn't have to be me because I don't have anything to tell you, really. My fucking store is almost empty now. But just pay up, bro. You guys feel free to share your experience, but I've had nothing but terrible experiences. Yo, Rude's cutting the line. He said, let's go drink a beer. My man. Yeah. I don't recommend it for cards as well. Same thing. I've had nothing but terrible experiences buying cards off of TCG. It's been really bad. Hobbiesville is OG. So Hobbiesville, to my knowledge, is Canadian. I couldn't comment on if it's good or not. I'm pretty sure they're Canadian, right? I've never used them. Who knows? Maybe they're good. Maybe they're not. I know it's a reputable company, but if they don't double box, bro, you got to find it elsewhere. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the fact, Bitcoin and Pokemon are not correlated, and we can experience two different bull runs? Yes. Personally, I still think that Bitcoin can carry the markets. But yes, I think it's fascinating that the S&P is down. I'm not going to get into the details, but we got a lot of problems going on in the world. Uh, Bitcoin's down like still 45, 50%, and Pokemon is still doing amazing. I think that is something we are all fortunate, to be experiencing right now. Yo, my boy Poke Profit. Yo, I love watching you, man. I love you, man. I love you, bro. I love watching you. Hobby feels great, but they oftentimes don't double box. Yeah. So yeah, it is such a problem finding companies that will double box, guys. And I think that's why a lot of people charge extra. When I was a Rudy Patreon, um, he charged, I think, $10 for the box, just for the box, because I guess it takes more of his time. And I don't mind when I always double box. If you buy a sealed case off my store, 100% of the time, you are getting a double box. I don't think it's really that big of a deal. The box is rather expensive. That size box, don't quote me, but it's like 16 by 10 by 10. In some cases, I have to do 16 by 16 by 10. Either way, I don't mind. The boxes are expensive though. They're like $350 to $450. So just the box alone from Uline cost me almost $4 or $5. But I don't mind. I'm going to take care of my customer every time. You will get a double box, but you'd be surprised how many of these companies will not double box it, will not protect it, because you got to understand it does make sense from their point of view. These Pokemon cards, these trading cards should be going to collectors. These should go to people who are just going to open them, right? I think we're in a very small niche. We're in a very small subsection of Pokemon. It's obvious, right? Who is our biggest content creator? If you want to talk business Pokemon, it is 100% PokeNE. By far, I'm pretty sure he's at like 70,000 subs or pretty close. So that's pretty much the cap right now. Now, if you want to go investing only or really investing, that would be Nostalgianomics. Nostalgianomics, last I looked, was like almost 40K, I think like 36. So if you compare the two biggest the two niche genres that most of us are involved in, it's nothing. If you look at PokeRev, if you look at Coop, who is the vendor, it's a different niche. If you look at people who open up packs, they're in the millions of subs. So I think it's very rare, and it's very small amount of people who are like, yeah, man, I need a nice label. I don't want any holes in it. I want the tape to look pretty. And so I understand the mass majority of people literally going to open up that case or take that ETB, even if it has dents, even if it has a hole. They don't give a shit, man. They just want to open up the packs. And to be honest, that is how the hobby is supposed to be enjoyed. It's just us niche people who are looking for pristine. HPW and Hasty Cards, always double box cases for anyone watching. There you go. So listen to what Poke Profit is saying. Again, can you get a better deal some other place? Maybe Hobbiesville. Yeah, you probably could. But if you're paying a case premium and then you don't get the premium in return, was it really worth it to save a couple bucks? Probably not, right? In that situation, I'm going to pay up. If I know this company double boxes and it costs me an extra 50 to 100 bucks, I'm paying that extra 50 to 100 bucks all day, every day. Because in the long run, that sealed premium is going to be worth it. It's going to be worth every penny that I spent in comparison to, buying from this one company that's just going to send you some bullshit. So yeah, absolutely. If you're already spending that kind of money, why not protect yourself? Hills always double box. So Hills, you're talking about Hills wholesale, right? That is different than the Canadian. What was it? I forgot the name. Hobbiesville. Yeah, these are two different things for sure. Remy 2. Those Frenchies goated. I don't know who Remy is. Remy has been solid with the double box cases. I don't know who Remy is. You guys, let me know. Yo, Poke Profit, you vouch for Hobbyville? He did say that they don't double box in his experience. Pokey Plane, what's up, buddy? Not sure if I experienced outliners, but the few times I've ordered one-piece cases on TCG Player, they have always been double boxed. But the Pokemon cases are never double boxed. 18 by 16 by 8 for Uline, perfect double box, 2.52 plus shipping. 18 by 16 by 8. Do I have that one? I don't know if I have that one. What do you guys think of this price right now? What do you guys think is going to happen right here? We're at 225. Now, perfect order. Let's be honest. Do I like this set? No, it's not very good. That being said, how many other products have come out Not been, crazy expensive in the beginning, and they've just shot up. Now, I understand Phantasmal Flames is far superior, far superior. That being said, it wasn't doing too well for quite some time after launch. It did great for like a week, and then it was like ETBs went to like $70 for like months. It was terrible. How do I know? Because I was trying to sell them for 75 and nobody wanted them. Now they're over $100, I think. There's been a lot of sets. Mega Base, right? Booster box, very, very affordable for a long time. It was just sitting, it was doing nothing. A few months later, phew, obviously, both of those are far superior sets. Nobody's going to argue that. The problem is there's not enough Pokemon for everybody. And so I think when you start realizing, wait a minute, Destined Rivals is $500. Well, I can't afford that. What else do we got? You start looking at some 200 range, 240 range, 220 range. And this is for people who are just trying to open up Pokemon, right? Excuse me. Just people who just want to have some fun, enjoy the hobby a little bit. So yeah, if this is 200, I wouldn't be surprised eventually. But I do think once that dries up, you know what I mean? I think we'll go back up to 225, 230. I do. How long is that going to be? I really don't know. Is that a month? Is that a week? Is that 3 months? Don't know. But personally, I think the demand for Pokemon is just too strong. And it's a booster box at the end of the day, even though it's not a super great set. I just can't imagine it's not holding 220 after it's all said and done, after everybody opens them, after the rip and ships are done, are done. And, everybody's been like, this set's ass. And then Ninja Spinner comes out, or whatever they're calling it in English, Chaos Rising. Once Chaos Rising comes out, maybe at that point or something, people start picking it up for 220, 215. So it's kind of where I expect it to be for a little bit. But I wouldn't be surprised if we hit 200 or a little bit under. But I do think it will recover just fine. So yeah. What do you guys think? Definitely don't think it's a great investment myself, but hey, we'll see. I'll probably sit around 200. I would rather pay 120 Canadian. What is that in freedom dollars? Let me see. 120 Canadian to USD. $87. Okay, thank you. That used to be $1 over a box of Perfect Order. That's crazy. Damn, the hatred is real. Do you have a card are you hoping to pull when you open Perfect Order? I don't know. Man, that card list is pretty ass. I'm not gonna lie. My daughter would really like to get the Clefable. I think my son and I would probably like the Zygarde, which isn't even that cool, to be honest. I don't think any of us would be like super happy to get the Mega Starmie. I'm not a Mega Starmie fan. I don't know where all these Mega Starmie fans came from, or Starmie fans in general. Good for them. I'm happy. I'm glad you get a card that you love. I have never once in my life growing up heard of anybody say like, man, that Starmie is so dope. I don't know. Have you guys heard that? Hey, I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying I never heard anybody talk about Starmie. So, you like what you like, and I'm happy people like it. But no, I don't think there's really too much in there where I'm like, yeah, I need that. I suspect Perfect Order hits 180, 190 low, and then slowly gets to 210, 220 supply lessens. It makes sense. At least Chaos Rising ETB. Yes. I think the ETB looks fantastic. Greninja looks pretty cool. I would definitely say it's not nearly as cool as the one from Twilight. That's just my opinion. I personally think Twilight is a much better set than what I saw from Chaos Rising. I think there's some really cool cards in Twilight. Obviously, the market does not agree with me. But you know what? We did, at the end of yesterday's stream, we had a viewer who was like, hey, can you open up some Ninja Spinner for me and do a rip and ship live on stream? And we pulled him, unfortunately, not the Greninja, but the second evolution. What is it? Frog? What's the second evolution? Frog something? Second evolution of Greninja. Yeah, Frogadier. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank there. But that card's pretty cool. But yeah, overall, I would definitely say Twilight is way cooler for me. But to each their own on art. My wife is excited for Perfect Order. Bro, get a damn shirt on, brother. What the hell? I am not putting you on screen again. What the hell? Get some damn clothes on, brother. What the hell? I'll read your comment, but damn clothes. What are you doing, man? My wife is excited for Perfect Order. She loves Legend ZA, so I have to buy a few boxes. Hey, I respect that, man. Shout out to your wife. And it looks like she's gonna have a lot of fun with this one. It's gonna be very affordable and cheap, and collectors gonna have a good time. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I bought ZA. I was super excited. Me and my son were like, "Yeah, fuck yeah!" You know, this would be my kid's second game. He played what's the one I used to have? Ruby or whatever? No, Sapphire. I don't remember. We had one that came with our Switch, so we played that. He liked that a little bit. So I was like, "Yeah, ZA is gonna be dope." We did not enjoy that game, so I'm glad that there are people enjoying that game, but it wasn't for me. Thoughts on GameStop pre-ordering Prizzy boxes at 150? Yeah, bro. I just pre-ordered 4 on 2 different accounts, my son's account and mine. So I think it's a great buy. Take advantage of it. 150 all day. It's a no-brainer. What I think that means, and I could be wrong, but if GameStop's doing it for 150, that should be the floor for Prismatic. I can't imagine it if you know they're charging 150. How could it go under 150? It just wouldn't make sense. So worst case scenario, we're talking like complete crash and burn, which I don't see happening, but complete crash and burn, 150 is the floor. And that makes me even more bullish on Prismatic. You know what I'm saying? Now you get a Sam's one. Will it affect it? Probably not. Probably not too much. But it probably would affect it a little bit more than GameStop. But we'll see. We'll see. Either way, I'm bullish on it, man. I look forward to reprints. I'm all about getting stuff for cheaper. So my Prismatic position, I would love to get it even larger. Yeah, it's just such a good set. And you know what? A year from now, you ain't getting no Prismatic. You know what I mean? So take advantage of it, bro. Anytime it comes out, yes, be excited, be happy. Look forward to it. Dollar cost average into it a little bit more. You know, some of those ETBs you probably got under $100. Some of them you're going to pay 200. It is what it is. But yeah, just keep buying more. For me, that's my strategy. Journey Together pushing 300. No, it's not. Journey Together not pushing 300. Hold on, let me see. Journey Together booster box. Hell no. Hell no, it's not. Since when? Oh, whoa, shit! I'm way under market. Hold on. I've been selling these for 245 and 250. Hold up. Oh my god. Yo, good call out, brother. Holy shit. When did this happen? What? When did oh my lord? Hold on. Dude, good call out. They've been sitting on my store. Nobody wanted them for 245. Is this the enhanced or non-enhanced? They've just been sitting, bro. Okay, this is non-enhanced. Let me check enhanced real quick. Journey Together. Oh, wow. When did this happen? I knew it was a good buy. I knew it. I paid full market for all these when I bought them. Oh, shit. I need to do enhanced. My bad. Enhanced. Wow. When did that happen? That must have been today. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm going to keep my enhanced at the same price because I'm at like 245. I'm okay with that, giving that to somebody for 245 for now, unless that moves up a little bit more. But I am not okay with selling this for $25 under market. That's not cool. Okay, we're gonna do 259. That's fair. Still $15 under market. That's fair. I think that's really fair for the other one. Yo, good call, bro. I was about to lose my shirt. You know what? You should, if you were smart, you would have bought that shit. But thank you for the integrity. Somebody told me yesterday, DJ, why is your Stellar Crown so under market? And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm at 130. They're like, bro, that bitch just shot up to 160. I was like, oh, shit. So I was like, oh, damn, I'm way under market. Thank you. Ascended Heroes booster box, or excuse me, booster bundle price after launch. Man, the questions today are like fortune, like, what is the future? Like, how would I know, man? When did this happen? 120? Jeez. Let's see what they're really selling for. Yeah. Wow. Recent sold 120. Yeah. Damn, that's today. Damn, bro. Yeah, even then, even yesterday. Wow, that's absurd, man. Let's see. After launch, so you got till February 24th. I'm gonna say they're gonna cool off in 75, $80. 75, $80. I don't know though, bro. Like with Ascended, I have been way too bearish on everything. Every prediction I have made has been far too bearish. The ETBs I thought would settle around 90, and they settled around 110. I think the lowest was 105 for like a couple days, and now they're at 120 plus. So, dude, the Ascended hype right now is like in a whole different world. I've been nothing but too bearish, and I thought I was being bullish, but the hype's been just so crazy with Ascended. I don't know, bro. Run Journey Together. I'm excited, bro. Journey Together. I have a lot of Journey Together sitting because I knew this day was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I knew I wasn't an idiot for buying the booster bundle case. I knew I wasn't an idiot for buying all the packs that nobody wanted. I bought 2 cases of those. I got tons more booster bundles of these Journey Together, bro. I've been buying some Journey Together. I knew this day was going to happen, and it is so nice to see it finally happen. Let's go. So the real question is, oh, this is exciting for me. What is the price of the booster bundle about to be? Let's see. Will that appreciate? Oh, $41. Wow, when did that happen? Oh, my Lord. Oh, oh, this literally just happened. Let's go. Finally, we broke $40 on trade. Yes. Yes. What did I tell all of you? What was the one set that I told you when we know we're in euphoric bull run for Pokemon? Who has been watching my channel recently? What is the one set that I said we are not in 2024 numbers yet or 2025 boom yet until this particular set goes crazy? What was that set? Does anybody know? I said there was one set that when that shit booms, we know the market's on fire. I'm trying to see. Damn, I had these on my store for $37 and nobody wanted them. That's crazy. You know what's even crazier? I raised it $2 because they've just been sitting on my store. Guarantee you they sell now. That's the mind of the Timmy. Price go up, everybody wants it. Price cheap, affordable, easy to get, nobody wants it. The mind of a Timmy. They're going to start seeing it go up and then be like, oh shit, I'm missing my chance. Oh no. But you've had so many opportunities to buy these sets. The answer was Journey Together. I've been saying, it looks like nobody's been watching my channel often. That's fine. I get it. Not that memorable. I've been saying, if and when Journey Together runs, I'm not going to count this a full-on run, but we're getting there. If and when Journey Together starts selling out, that's when you know we're in a euphoric bull run. That is when you know we're in like a stupid bull run, right? Who remembers? I'd say 2025, definitely more in 2024. In 2025, there was a period of time, I believe it was the summertime, when even Journey Together was selling out. The packs, the bundles, the everything, right? Does anybody remember that? That last year was more hype, in my opinion, than what we've been in recently. And I've been saying, once you start seeing the dog shit sets, I don't think Journey Together is dog shit, but come on, it's not very popular, right? Once you start seeing those sets go crazy, that's when you know, okay, wait a minute. That's when we're in the euphoria stage. Like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And I like Journey Together, man. I think it's a good set. I mean, it's not a great set, but it's a good set. You guys want to open a pack? Let's do it. Since let's open one Journey Together pack. I'm about to pull the Clefairy for you. At a celebration. All right. Y'all ready for this? These been sitting on the store for $6.50 for the longest time, and nobody wanted them. All right, let's go. And they're the freaking sleeves, man. Look, watch this. I'm literally about to pull the chase card. You guys ready? 22 in chat. Give me some love. Give me some hype. I'm about to pull a Lily's Clefairy right here, documenting that I'm calling it out in front of the entire planet Earth. Can I get some 22s in chat? A tongue. 22s in chat. Literally about to pull the chase card. You heard it here first. Sucker. I can't go down like a bitch. One more. All right. That was just a preview. Hold on. I can't go down like that, bro. I can't go down like that. Hold on. I got the whole world watching right now. Hold on. I can't go down like a bitch. Mama didn't raise no bitch. All right, here we go. Here, I'm about to pull that chase card. Y'all ready? I'm about to pull a chase card. Let's go. The fairy right here. You heard it here. Oh, Reshiram. All right, I'm done. $13 down the drain. $13 down the drain. Damn it. All right, I'm done. I gotta cut myself off. Shit. Oh well, we had some fun, right? Can you please put the Discord link in the description where you have your store and Instagram link? No, I don't want people to join the Discord. I told people that because it's not ready. It's not ready. No, it's not ready. It's not to the public. I'll give it to you guys, but I don't want it on my website. Yeah, I'm not ready. It's, as I've said before, I didn't even tell people about it. Somebody said, DJ, do you have a Discord? And I said, I do, but it's under construction. It's not the final one. I probably won't even end up using that Discord account. It's just a waiting area. It's under construction. And then I gave the link out like once, and then like 50 people joined, which is dope. Shout out to all of you. And then somebody else asked, and I because I don't want you guys to think this is the final product. It's not. It's just the waiting area. Okay. I will, when I have time. Right now, I'm super busy. I will end up making a real, finalized Discord. But there you go. But no, I'm not gonna put it on my website because if I put it on my website, bro, probably like 5 to 1,000 people will join, and I don't want to. I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready for all those people. My other Discord that I used to run for my DJ Minds YouTube channel, at one point I had up to 7,000 people. That's a lot to deal with, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot, man. It's a huge time constraint to run a Discord in the thousands of members, and I'm not mentally ready just yet to deal with that. So we'll see. Still have a case of the ETBs to crack open. Me or you? I already sold the case, bro. That sold out really fast. Can you please put the disco? I already read that. What percentage you buying collections at? It really depends what it is. So I really like to be at 80%. That gives me a little bit of room for error. So for chargebacks, that gives me error for if USPS or UPS loses the package. And then also, more importantly, if I don't get full market value, it protects me a little bit on that as well. So like, it's really hard to get full market value, to be honest, unless it's like a super hype set, right? Like I can get full market for Prismatic. I can get full market for Ascended, a Destined Rivals. Sure. The other sets, it's really hard. It's a very slow sale if you give me not the top tier sets. And so normally I have to drop it to like 95%, sometimes even 92. And then if I'm paying 85%, it's just not worth my time. So it really depends what you have. But I really like to be about 90%. And I do pay shipping as well. So that really puts me probably 83, 84. However, if you're looking for 85%, you better have S tier stuff, Evolving Skies, the best of the best. And at that point, I'm not going to also pay your shipping because then I'd be close to 90. And there's just no margin for me at that point. So that's where I'm at. You're about to have my experience. 3 packs, no hits. How many guaranteed Umbreons would it take to rip all your Prismatic right now? Ooh, that's a good question. Guaranteed Umbreons. I do it for 3. Yeah, I do it for 3. Fuck it. One of them's going to be a 10, right? Fuck it. Again, buy all Surging Sparks. It's been in the gray area for so long. About to boom. I really like Surging. I think it's a great buy. Absolutely. Unfortunately, I sold all mine because, I'm churn and burning. Sold like 4 cases, 5 cases. Sucks, but it is what it is. When do you think Spotlight will go back to Sword and Shield? That's such a good question, man. it's hard to say, you know. I really like Sword and Shield. By far, it's my favorite genre. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like art wise, I think Sword and Shield's fantastic. I don't know. Most of the Sword and Shield products are up so much, man, you know, and probably justified. I get that. But most of them are up so much. It's not cheap. You know, there's still a lot of products in Scarlet and Violet that are very affordable, that are very cheap. You know, I would say Journey Together, but it just shot up to what, 270, right? But it was 245, 250, 260 for a long time. And you know, there's been a lot of affordable booster boxes, definitely ETBs in Scarlet and Violet. So I think it's a lot easier for people to get into. Also, you got to consider we are in the biggest bull market that's ever been created. And what did most people come in during? Originally, it would be COVID, but then now it's Scarlet and Violet, right? So I think most people came in during Scarlet and Violet. So a lot of people are looking at Sword and Shield and they're like, who gives a shit? That's old people shit. That's boomer shit, right? So I think it'll do fine over time. It's going to appreciate, of course, it's great. But the gains, it's already up so much. You know, these things are very expensive. Chilling Rain, I haven't looked in a while. What's it like? 600, 550? I don't know. It's harder to get into for people, I think. And like, I get it, man. Even someone who's been around Pokemon when it first came out, I don't even like vintage. I really don't. I don't look at it. It doesn't do it for me. Oh, it's cheaper than I thought. I apologize. 500. Like, if you just got into Pokemon, are you really looking at like Chilling Rain? Like honestly, I don't think so. You're probably not like, oh wow. You're probably looking at that like, damn, that's some boomer shit. Like, look at these old people, you know? Lost Origin, like fantastic. I think this will go up. I really do. I think so. But like, I mean, are new people gonna come in and like pump up Lost Origin? I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. I could be wrong, but isn't it much easier for them to just like buy Paldea Evolve, which something is modern and going out of rotation? Like, what is the hype right now for Sword and Shield? What is the hype? It's already out of print. So, you know, like what is there to get excited about? Let me not do case. That's a serious question. What do you guys think? What could they look at and be like, damn, man, there's so much news coming out for that one? Like right now, like it or hate it, Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, Scarlet and Violet Base, 151. All these things are rotating out. So there's the hype. There's people talking about it, making videos about it, discussing it. I mean, like, I don't know, Sword and Shield, like it's dope. My favorite era, but I don't know. Where's the hype coming from? Why would people want to buy it? Just ask yourself that. I don't know. Evolving Skies, I think, is a different league of its own. So Fusion, but the rest of them, you know, I just don't know what would make it go up besides it being old as fuck. So we'll see. I just think Tyranitar, talking about battle styles. I like battle styles actually. I don't get why I get so much hate. Do you collect it all? Is anything not getting sold? I collect a lot. I collect a lot of Pokemon, bro. Look at this shit. I have boxes and boxes of cards, depending on the set, and I organize them. It's kind of hard to see. And I don't sell these, man. I just collect them, man. And I can show you some more. God, it's so heavy. Oh, shit. Damn, I thought that was 2. So depending on the set. God. So this is my Black Bolt. Right? Well, just Black Bolt because I have so much. Look, there's my Black Bolt. This is my Destined Rivals. Reverse. Hollows. Bulk. Prismatic. I have 2 or 3 just for Prismatic alone. Holy shit, that was heavy. God damn. Yeah, dude, I collect a lot of Pokemon. Like, dude, I got them all over my room. These boxes there. In the other room, I probably have 7 more of those for my master sets. I master set all types of Pokemon, dude. Like, yeah, I really love Pokemon, man. I really be in it. But I also run a business. But to be honest with you, most of that comes from my kids. Me and my kids just opening packs. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my kids are pretty lucky, man. We just always are open Pokemon. Well, I've slowed down a lot, thankfully, because that was getting expensive. Yeah, man, I collect a lot of Pokemon. Is anything not for sale? Hell no. Nah. If the money's right, if you look, I have 5 prismatic booster bundles downstairs right now. If somebody was like, yo, I'm gonna overpay, that shit's gone tonight. I will pack that bitch up tonight. Well, Depends what time we stop streaming, but you get what I'm saying. That shit will be shipped tomorrow. No. Because I don't own anything that's so rare, right? I don't have anything in my collection that's like, oh my God, I can't replace this. No. You can buy it. I don't care. If you overpay, fuck yeah, everything's for sale, dude. You can buy any of it. You can buy all this shit. Now, if you say, hey, DJ, I'm trying to get a deal, I'm going to keep it on my wall. But if you're like, yo, I want everything you got, I'm going to overpay. Hell yeah, you can buy my cards. You could buy all shit. You can have the box. Everything's for sale. Because I'll rebuy it later in the bear run. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. It's just, I have memories with my kids. You know what I mean? And that, for me, that's more valuable than having some cards. Yeah. Sword and Shield game is so damn good, but you're right. There's no hype on those sets. But I'm not gonna keep, brother. Change your damn profile picture, man. Look the fuck, man. Get your damn clothes on. I got kids watching. Not really. I'm kidding. I don't have kids watching. It's crazy. My worst trades last year were for Evo Sky booster boxes. Trade 6 151 ETBs for Evo Sky's booster box, and then traded a DR booster box case for. Aw. Well, you know what? You still got Evolving Skies, man. That's a great set. And you got booster boxes. Good for you, man. Like, sure, you missed out on all the fun, but who knows? Maybe you'll get your fun later. What set do you think you have as your biggest position? By far, Prismatic Evolution. By far. Like, by far, brother. Huge fan. Huge fan. Damn, those last boxes look like good story. But when I used to buy those, but they're very pricey for only 4 rows. Then, dude, I got too many Pokemon. So then I started buying the 5 rows, and they're way cheaper. Like, I think it's the BC and W or whatever brand it is. Like the huge ones like this. I just started buying those because I'm telling you, I have too many like master sets and like just bulk that we've collected. Because, bro, we really be sitting down and open up like $500-$600 worth of Pokemon. Not all the time anymore. We used to have a problem, but we should just sit there and just bah. And then I'm like, you okay, kids? So I always teach my kids, like, you're not leaving anything that's hollow or reverse. Put it in a sleeve and let's put them in order. You know what I mean? So on the weekend, we always put them in order. So like right now, I got shit like this laying around because we opened some Pokemon yesterday. You know, just whatever sets we want or whatever, you know. But on the weekend, we'll go ahead and, you know, we'll organize them and we'll take care of them and we'll put them in maybe not alphabetical order. That's a little crazy. I'll be honest. I do alphabetical order by myself, but I don't make the kids do that because they're only 9 and 7. But yeah, I make them take care of it and we collect and we have fun with it, man. We have a lot of fun. Yeah, everything got a price. Hell yeah. Do you ever worry about the security of your stock, theft, robbery, a flood? Nah, not at all. Never. I don't want to get into all the details. I will say to get to my house, you have to have. I'm not going to give out a lot of details, but to get to my house, it is a. How should I say this on the internet? You can't just drive into my neighborhood. We'll say that. You can't. There may or may not be an armed guard waiting for you if you try to get in my neighborhood. May or may not. So it's not open to the public. Like average people couldn't come to my neighborhood if you wanted to. Not saying that I'm a badass or some shit, but no, that's never crossed my mind. I've never even thought about that. The flood? Nah, I don't think about floods. Can't have a bear run if we're all waiting to buy the dip. Through that. God damn it, get a damn shirt on. I'm not gonna read your shit. Did you already talk about Prismatic ETB reprints? I did. Yeah. Just placed a pre-order for 2 at GameStop coming mid-April. Yes, I did talk about it. If you want, I can talk about it again. Yeah, go to GameStop, in my opinion, buy it up. Yeah, absolutely. Great deal. You know, there's gonna be somebody crying about it's not MSRP, but I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. The market's the market. I don't control it. You don't control it. Right now, it's what, $60 under market. You know, come on. Like, what else do you need? Listen, you can't help people that don't want to help themselves. All right. That's what I learned a long time ago. Some people, man, they're just gonna be miserable, right? Their whole life's miserable. Let them lay in their misery, in their sorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit's 150 market. You know, last sold 204. Might go down a little bit. You never know. But come on, bro. I don't see any reason it wouldn't come back up to 200 after this little, if there even is a speed bump. In theory, which I'm not going to be doing, but in theory, you could buy these for 150 and sell them for 200 the same day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, personally, I would hold it because you just got prismatic ETBs for 150. That's how I would look at it. I'd be like, damn, yes, I got another chance. Anytime you get a chance to buy some prismatic this deep into the game, buy that shit, man. Hell yeah. Especially if it's 150, hell yeah. Or if they come to Sam's again, fuck yeah. Buy that shit and put it in the corner or put an acrylic around it, right? Protect that shit. Go on to Logan's Poke Ship, use code DJ, save 5%. Buy one for 16 bucks. I think it's 15 after discount. And you protect it. Hell yeah. Of course. Why would you not buy that? Anon talked about it. 325K stock for this reprint, just to FYI. So I did watch that video. Anon was very clear that he doesn't know how much. He is predicting 325K-ish. Yes, I saw that. Yeah. There's no way to know, right? Like officially, like this is exactly how many, but he does estimate it's about that. In my opinion, 325K is not going to do much. Take advantage of it. Buy it. Take advantage of it. You'll be so happy that you did. And anybody who didn't, they're going to be like, damn, I should have bought that shit, man. Yeah, napkin math. That's what he said. Yeah, anybody who doesn't buy it, they're just going to be like, damn, I should have done that, man. I should have bought that shit, man. Damn it. Yeah. And then the other crowd, you know, listen, they're going to be like, well, I'm waiting for MSRP. I'm going to wait till that shit hits $60. Oh. All right. Listen, these people, just let them talk, man. You know, it's not worth it. Don't argue with people. This person named Asmongold, like him or not, but he said something really good. And I might be butchering this. He said, you can't reason with a person who didn't reason themselves into the position that they're holding. Think about that. I'll say that one more time. You can't reason with a person who didn't reason themselves into the position that they're in. You understand? They didn't think logically. They're not thinking rationally. They're thinking emotionally. And you can't argue with somebody that's using their emotions. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even worth having the conversation. When I feel like somebody's talking like that, I say, oh, okay. Don't even have the conversation. Just, oh, okay. Yeah, cool. You're cool, right? Don't waste your energy. Don't waste your breath. Don't type to them. Don't respond to them. Hell, fuck it. You probably should block them, to be honest, because there's no winning with them. They're an unreasonable person. They ignore the market prices. The market's the market, right? It is what it is. I don't make it. You don't make it. We don't control it. We just have to live by it. And you can either participate or not. If you choose not to, I totally respect that decision. Absolutely. I respect it. Don't participate if you don't want to. Like, that's what Danny Phantom always says. Like, I like watching Danny Phantom stuff. He suggests not participating in Pokemon for the new sets right now, right? Because they're too hype, they're too expensive. And you can do that. Like, that's your choice by all means. But for those who choose to participate, don't try to bring everybody down with you. Don't cry about it and like, ugh. No, dude, just, you don't have to buy it. You know what I'm saying? But we also can't ignore the market price. It is what it is. It is what, I don't like it. If it was up to me, man, a lot of this shit would go down in price. I'd be able to get probably 5 to 10 times more product than I'm getting right now with ease. People would be selling me collections like they were in November and December for 70, 75%. That would be way better for me. I would benefit way more if the price came down. The price being up like this is great if you already hold it. However, once you sell what you've been holding, that's it. You're done, right? So then you're like, okay, well, how do I get more? Well, now I got to pay 80% per collection, which sucks. I don't want to pay 80%. It is what it is, though, right? I got to keep the store alive. We got to pay up, unfortunately. And like I've said, there's many products that I've paid full market for. I paid full market for the UPC palette that I bought. I paid full market for the cases of Perfect Order at the time, at least. I paid full market for the Prismatic booster bundles that I have downstairs, the sealed cases, right? It is what it is. 100% plus shipping. I probably overpaid market. That's the only way to get the product. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, if you want to participate, unfortunately, you got to play by the rules. You a fan of him? Who, Anon? Yeah, that's the homie, man. Hell yeah. That's the homie, man. Hell yeah. Is that who you're asking me about? Absolutely. That's my boy. He's been really good to me. I don't turn on people who've been good to me. I don't turn on people. If you've been good to me, I'll be good to you. Yeah. I don't care if the whole internet hates you. You're my boy. You're my boy. Like, nah, that's my ride or die, man. I fuck with the non. Man, why you got to be streaming during my family time? All right, listen. All right, tell your kids don't listen. Okay, I'm gonna say something here. All right, it's a joke. So, but are your kids away? You got 3 seconds. It's a joke. Okay, fuck them kids. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm being facetious. I'm just being facetious. God damn it! Get a shirt on. I'm tired of clicking on your shit and seeing your chest, man. Come on, MSRP gang, and I'm all for MSRP, man. I like it. I'm a collector too. Like I said, I collect, man. I open Pokemon. I have fun in all ways, man. I would say I was an investor. I used to be until a couple months ago that I needed to sell my PC to afford bigger collections. But I love Pokemon, man. Like I like looking at the art. I like collecting it. So my heart genuinely goes out to people for MSRP, man. Like don't get it twisted. I genuinely wish that like every person out there could get it for MSRP, but unfortunately, it's just not how it is, man. I've helped people. I can't do it often because it's very expensive to do, but I've read Facebook post, and it was a mother just trying to get her kids Pokemon, and she couldn't find any, so I hit her up. She didn't hit me up. I was like, hey, I run a store. If you see anything on there like an ETB, let me know. I'll give it to you for what I paid. And at the time was Phantasmal Flames, and I bought them for $70. So I gave it to her for 65. I took a $5 loss and I paid the shipping. I do stuff like that. I don't like broadcast it like, hey, everybody look at me, you know what I'm saying? And like locally, if I overhear somebody at GameStop, I've gone to lines, not like very often, but I have been in lines and I just listen to people converse, right? And they're talking and man, I wish I could just get these Pokemon and I don't know anything about it. I'm just trying to get my kid an ETB and I'm already doing the math. I'm number 17. I'm not getting an ETB. This is like Mega Evolution when it first came out. I'm already doing the math, right? I'm probably not getting one. They're definitely not getting one because they're behind me. And then I'll go home and I'll be like, here's my number. Give me a call. I'm gonna hook you up. I don't really tell them all the details. And I tell them, meet me here. And I give it to them for MSRP or what I paid for it, like $5 over, $10 over MSRP. I do stuff like that. I can't do it all the time. Please don't hit me up asking. But people who don't ask, every now and then, I try to do nice stuff, man. I genuinely care about like the community and blah, blah, blah. I know it sounds cheesy, but I do care, man. And I don't ever like make fun of people wanting MSRP. I make fun of people not being realistic about the market conditions. But yeah, if it's up to me, man, we'd all get some MSRP and kumbaya and it'd be great. Does GameStop sell a sealed case or only solo? So they were selling Ascended Heroes cases when it first came out. My dumb ass was like, I'm not spending $90. I know. Looking back at it, what an idiot. I should have paid it. I genuinely thought I really underestimated Ascended Heroes, bro. And I have no shame about that. Literally no. Who's texting me? I have no shame in my bones admitting that to people. I was not bullish enough with Ascended Heroes. I thought Ascended Heroes was going to be a huge hit. I did. But I thought it was going to go to like, $90, maybe lowest like 85. I thought there'd be more time with the Pokemon centers, ETB. Boy, was I wrong. I thought we would at least go to 200 and sit there for a couple weeks and maybe I could score some 190 deals. Boy, was I wrong. I was nothing but wrong. I was not bullish enough. I don't think anybody was. I don't think anybody was like, man, Ascended Heroes ETB in 30 days is going to be, or 40, 45 days, whatever. It's going to be $500. I don't think anybody was saying that. Boy, was I wrong. I mean, I did not think the price of Ascended Heroes regular ETB at the moment, was going to be 120. What is it? 122? Like this just went up again. Oh, what the fuck? Last sold 125. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. I mean, I was bullish, but I wasn't bullish enough. Holy shit. Like the market we're in right now, bro, it doesn't even make sense. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It is crazy, bro. But I'm happy. I mean, it's good. It's good for you guys, right? Like, shout out to all of you making money. But damn, DJ for president. Gonna click the fuck them kids and then post a red. No, don't do that. That's not cool, David. I was joking. Oh, god damn it. Stop commenting, bro. Get a damn shirt on. Change your profile picture. Hey, DJ, I'm a single mother of 10 kids. Can I get one sealed? No. There are more stories of you doing great things, DJ. Well, I don't really like put them out there. I just do them on my own. You would help a lot more people if you put people that ripping packs is a rip off and stupid. Just buy singles. Okay. Well, okay. Hold on now. I have said many times, and I think most people have as well. We all know the truth is the smartest thing to do is to not open Pokemon ever, and is to just buy the card. I don't think that's a secret. I think everybody knows that. I think most people buying that know that. I think definitely there's an entertainment value to it that cannot be denied. Okay. There is something fun. I know because I've done it. I spent thousands of dollars. I'm not proud of it, but I've done it. I spent thousands of dollars on ripping chips, like buying and supporting people, and like Nostalgianomics. I was doing that last year. Hell yeah, it was fun. I spent a lot of money chasing a God pack in Umbreon. Never got it, unfortunately, from him. I got it on my own. But some people, dude, like doing drugs. Some people like gambling at the casino. Some people go golfing. Some people play baseball. You know what I mean? And some people like opening packs. I don't have any problem with it, bro. I don't. Again, is it the smartest thing? No. But as an adult, who is DJ to tell Timmy or Susan or whatever your name is, Alex, I don't know, whatever your name is, like, you shouldn't do that? Who am I? Listen, I got 2 kids. That's the only 2 people I'm in charge of. Besides that, you're an adult. Make decisions. How about instead of like trying to convince people to not do rip and chip, we preach accountability. How about people think about self accountability? Take accountability for your own actions. If you, as consenting adult, nobody's like, hey, bro, come over here, buy my rip and chip. If you choose to go to a channel and you put your credit card or debit card or whatever, and you make the adult decision to buy, how about we take some accountability? How about we say, you know what? That was fun. I'm not doing that again. I didn't get the card I wanted. And you move on. That's what I'm about. I'm about being an adult. No, I'm not going to, you do what you want, man. I don't care what people do or don't do. That's on them. No. AH is Prismatic on roids. That's what it's feeling like. Ripper Chip is great for the market. It whittles down the supply. You're not wrong. And it does bring a lot more singles to the market. There's definitely pros. But no. I don't believe in telling people what they should or should not do. You say that, but there's definitely people out there who rip in mass and get enough hits to grade and then sell for profit. That is so true. That is so true, dude. When a set first comes out, I don't know if my friend's still here, Red Panda Mining. He got a God pack. I think it was his first. He only opened a 3-pack or something, or an ETB. I don't remember. He got a God pack. What did he do? Sent that shit to, was it PSA? I don't remember. He sent it to somewhere. He's still waiting on the results, I think. If I'm not mistaken. He might have got the results. Either way, there are people out there who overpay when it first comes out and make a killing. To be the first one or the first batch, to get the first Gengar, to get the first Dragonite, you put that bitch on eBay, you're sitting pretty. Now, it is true. For every person that wins, there's 100 that lose. Then don't play the game. That's what I would say. I don't play the game that much. Okay. Very rarely. Now, if I see one of my friends, or I'm getting off what? Mimic Brew. If I see one of my friends rip and shipping, not all the time, because it's expensive. I'm not gonna lie. I'll come in there. I don't expect anything. Every now and then I still go to Alex Nostalgianomics. He's not my friend, but I do watch his content. But I'll buy 5-10 packs. I don't have any expectation of hitting, but I like to support the channel. I'll go into Northwood TCG every now and then, and I'll buy 5 packs, just to support, just to show, like, you know what? You're a fellow content creator. I like you. You're cool. I know I'm about to blow $50, $70. It's okay. You're out here putting yourself out there. I like your content, man. I just throw you a bone, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I sell to Timmy's all the time, not to rip packs. Hey, you do what's best for you, man. The people who get tens, super easy. Do you prefer people hitting you up on EG or email? Oh, IG all day. Please don't email me. There are people who email me though. There are people who email me though, and I'll do it, but I hate emailing people. It's so antiquated. Like, yeah. Listen, if the only way to get the collection is to email me, fine. Email me, DJ's Pokemon Center at gmail.com. Fine. If you have to. It is DJ's Pokemon Center because for whatever reason, I couldn't get DJ's Poke Center, but everything else is DJ Poke Center on Instagram, everything. I don't know why I had to do DJ Pokemon, but if you have to hit me up on email, you can do that. Yeah. There's people who win the lottery too, but they still call the lottery the idiot tax. Good. That's fine. Like I said, do your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to play the lottery? Do it. Did you work for your money? Yes or no? If you worked for your money, who am I to judge, man? Who am I to say, like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that? Do your thing, homie. That's cool. I don't care. I don't care if you go to work for 2 weeks straight and you spend 100% of your money on the lottery. Do your thing. I don't care. What's up, man, bro? Always a pleasure to see you. Damn it, get a shirt on. If you had to pick one for long-term hold, Pokemon Center ETB or what booster box? You need, because they don't have a booster box. So what set specifically are you talking about? Oh, hey, says Mimic Brew, my man. Mimic Brew, one of the only 2 PokeTubers I give my money to. Sub to him if you haven't. Yeah, he's a great dude, man. And absolutely, I definitely think you guys should be subscribed to Mimic Brew, man. Great dude. He's come on the channel a couple times. Very passionate, does his research. Fantastic for the community. And I love what he does. Don't make me blush. Might turn his head red. Maybe his cheeks. I don't know. He's pale. I'm pale too, but you're like more pale. You know what I'm saying? Guys, if you want to reach out, like I said, Instagram, you can just follow for fun. You don't have to actually reach out or anything. But here's my Instagram. Make sure you guys like this video, man. It helps it go out to other people. And it's free, right? I'm not asking you for nothing. But one other thing, because we got to talk about this rip and ship thing. Maybe I'll talk. Would you guys want to see a video on that? Maybe I'll talk about that in a video. That's a pretty good idea, actually. Rip and ship discussion video. Type 22 if that sounds interesting. I wouldn't mind talking about that. Something else worth mentioning, though, like besides the entertainment factor, is okay. If I make a Patreon right now, okay? If I were to make a Patreon right now, there are people out there who would support me. Okay. I have not made that. I've not milked my audience, none of that. Not saying that one day it's not off the table, but I don't do that at the moment anyways. But what do you get in return generally for joining, a Patreon? Generally, you don't receive anything. Generally, you come into it because you like the person and you receive nothing in return. Now, the benefit of rip and ship is if you like DJ's Poke Center, which I don't have a rip and ship, but I'm just saying, if you like my channel, instead of joining my Patreon, which I don't have, you instead can give me money, but also receive something in return. And I think that's pretty cool. In a different way, I kind of do that, right? Because I have a store online. So maybe you don't want to throw me $5 in a donation. Totally understandable. I get it. But maybe you see Mega Dream on my store and you're like, okay, that's about market or $5 under market or whatever product it is. It could be something else, a 3-pack of Ascended. And you say, I really like what DJ's doing. I like his channel. I watch him every day. He's a cool dude. I'm just going to buy a pack off him. Is it because you're supporting me? Yes, but also you get something in return. And I think that's kind of the same idea with Rip and Ship, right? Like, it's a little bit better than a Patreon because you're still supporting that content creator and what they're doing, and you like their journey of that rip and shipper. Again, I don't rip and ship, but also you receive something in return, and that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of cool. So you kind of get 2 birds stoned at once. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's all negative, man. I really don't. I don't think it's all negative. Yeah. No, I don't like painting it in that way. And I'll tell you what, as a sealed I was a sealed investor until January. But as a sealed investor, you should be happy that there's rip and ships, right? Because now your box just becomes more valuable. The more these rip and shippers are out there, the more packs that are open, and you are keeping one of your ETBs or your booster box or your case sealed, over time, that becomes more valuable. So if anything, hey, you should be thinking these motherfuckers like, yes, keep pumping my bags. That's right. Keep selling your product because your shit becomes more valuable. That's that much more product not going on the market and helps you as an investor. So there's definitely pros and cons. But we got to focus on the pros too, because everybody just focuses on the cons. And there's plenty of cons. I'm not saying there isn't. But where's the love for the pros, man? Where's the love for the pros? That's the reason I made an order with you before. Content is dope and I wanted to support. Well, thanks, man. See, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I'm not the best price. I know. I do what I can, man. I do what I can. And, in this market, I pay more. So I unfortunately have to charge more. But I'll tell you what, when the market flips, eventually I'll charge less. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Genuinely. Thank you very much. I filmed a tag submission kit video today. LOL. Kind of crazy how nice their sub kits are. Dude, I would love to grade with tag, but I don't like them. I don't like the way they look. I'm sorry. Let me look at it again. Tag Pokemon card. I don't know. I don't like the clear look. I don't know. Would you guys like it? Let me see without the cool black background. I just don't like it, man. It just doesn't do it for me. I don't like the clear. I've seen these in person too, and I'm just like, ugh. Like it's so low effort to me. Now, there are a lot of people who love it. There are a lot of people who are like, yes, I love this. There's no label. It shows the card off more. I don't know. To me, this looks like some Chinese ripoff. I hate saying that, man, because I want Tag to do well. I appreciate them. I just can't get into it. Now, I will say, behind a black, let's see, behind a black, background, it does look pretty fire, not gonna lie. But you also need a black background, right? So it's not like the thing itself looks cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks, man. To me, it looks cheap. It looks fake. It looks like some shit I get off Temu. And if I didn't want to pay the PSA premium and I just wanted to get some protectors, that's what it reminds me of. It just looks so cheap. I don't know. I hope one day that they offer a service to where you can get something behind it, kind of like how PSA does it, or really anybody does it. Just something. I don't know. It doesn't do it for me. Extended arts are the way. Look amazing with it. I didn't even know that was a thing. Hey, maybe it already exists. Extended arts. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Extended arts. Let's see. I'll have to look into this more because I'm seeing a bunch of custom things. I don't know if this is authentic. Is this authentic? This thing? Or is that aftermarket? Yeah, I'm not sure, but I just wish they could do something a little bit more. And maybe that option exists. Maybe not. Opinion on Paldean Fates Pokemon Center ETB at 700. Yeah. If I already owned it, which I sold all mine, if I already owned it, I'd be really ecstatic. Personally, I'd probably be looking to exit if it was mine, just because I'd probably be up so much money. And I don't think there's anything wrong with selling into strength. But I would not be a buyer at 700. Absolutely not. But hey, like I said, if you got it, great set, great looking ETB, Pokemon Center. I love it. I think it's great. But yeah, I would not be buying at 700. Yeah. I just feel like there's so many better opportunities that haven't pumped that I would rather, for me in a bull run, this is my first Pokemon bull run, admittedly, but I've been through 3 complete cycles, 3 bull runs for crypto, and God, probably 5 through stock. So I understand the game, right? It is a different game that we're playing, but it's all the same, man. Like the bulls and the bears and the euphoric feeling. I felt this so many times, man. I would say during the bull run, for me at least, the more we go up, the more I'm like, okay, I need to just take some profits. Even if it's not sell 100% of the position, if for Pokemon terms, if I had 10 ETBs, Right now, I might sell off 2 or 3 or 1 or whatever, right? And kind of dollar cost average out of it and take advantage of the upside because I don't know when the top is. I don't know when the bottom is. And I wouldn't try to predict it. I would just slowly kind of get out of my position. And then I would take those funds that are so high. And then I'd say, okay, well, what is still a really good set, but hasn't rallied too much? You know what I'm saying? And for me, that's always worked really well. And I like doing that. Do I miss the tops? Absolutely. Sure. All the time. Every now and then, do I get lucky and hit a top? Yeah. It's not too often, but yeah, when things go up that much, man, I'm not like, yeah, I need that. I need to buy 151 Pokemon Center at $1,500. Fuck yes. Yeah, no, that doesn't happen. When things go up that high, I'm like, oh, that's great, man. I'm happy for people who are holding it, but it's time to keep it moving. What's the next thing? You know what I'm saying? They're working on a non third party extended art option to keep everything in house and fit perfectly. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, man. Oh yeah. I hope they do well. I wonder if Pokemon will ever have artist autos on the cards and make it serialized. Oh, okay. Probably not in anytime soon. Here's the thing. Pokemon is king, right? There's no TCG threatening it at all. Not even in the ballpark. The number 2 TCG is Magic, and it's not even close to the size of Pokemon. There's really no reason that Pokemon would need to cheapen their brand and do that. Now, that doesn't mean they won't ever do that. That being said, if it ever came down to it and Pokemon felt threatened and all of a sudden One Piece took over, which I 0% chance in my opinion, but all of a sudden, they're getting threatened by this new game that came out. All the kids are talking about it and it's the new hot thing. At that moment, it would make sense for Pokemon to be like, all right, we're about to big dig this. They're going to pull it out, put it on the table and say, serialized cards. We got this new Charizard. It's so amazing. By the way, only 10,000 are made in the entire world, and they're ordered number 1 through 10,000. Okay. Okay. Pokemon has so many aces up their sleeve that they could do if they wanted to, but there's no reason to do that. What we saw with Magic, record sales with Final Fantasy. Everybody was talking about Final Fantasy. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care for Magic. I do sell Magic on my store. I sell by the case generally. Sometimes I'll break it down, but I really like to sell for a good price for by cases. But Final Fantasy was huge, and so everybody thought for the next set, okay, Spider-Man, we're gonna get serialized cards, and then they didn't. And so now, if you noticed, most of the sets, besides I think Lauren that have recently launched, have not really been that hyped. Avatar wasn't super hyped. Spider-Man wasn't super hyped. Teenage Mutant Turtles is not super hyped because they gave everybody a taste. And that's the problem. Once you give people a taste, they don't want to go back to non-serialized cards. You understand? So you got to be careful with that. Once you take that cat out the bag, yes, you're going to hit all-time highs. You're going to hit all these records. Pokemon's already hitting records. Pokemon's already organically getting all-time highs. Like, they don't need to use that cheap stuff. So I do admit it would be super cool, but I think it would really ruin their brand. And maybe not ruin their brand, but it would cheapen everything before it. You see what I'm saying? It'd be like, why would I want Fusion Strike Gengar or Ascended Heroes Gengar when I could get whatever the next set in a couple of years is going to be, right? Like Moonwalker, okay? Gengar serialized at a 10,000. You understand what I'm saying here? It'd be like, fuck all the old Gengars, fuck all the old Charizards, fuck everything old. I want to serialize because Pokemon already has this crazy premium for an SIR. A lot of these cards, look at them, $1,000, $2,000, whatever it is. But if you can get the super rare version of it, right? So you see what I'm saying? It cheapens everything before it, and they don't need to do tricks like that. They're king. Are you feeling top signals in the Poke space at the moment? There are warning signs that make me think, okay, I need to just take profits. Sure. There are things that are like, okay, this is a top signal for sure. That being said, I don't think we're going down anytime soon. Minimum, we are good until the 30th. Once that launches and that hype goes on. How long is that hype going to be? I don't know. Is it a month? Is it 2 weeks? Is it 6 months? Your YouTube's blowing up. Thanks, man. It's all thanks to people like you. You know, at a minimum, I can confidently say Pokemon is perfectly fine until the 30th and until the 30th hype, uh, you know, kind of dies down. Then we go into the 10th gen, right? Is the 10th gen going to be good? Don't know. You see what I'm saying? It could be, it could not. I don't know. But until like October, really the rest of this year, we're golden. So when you ask me, do I feel like we're in a top signal? Sure. Some of the signs are there. Kim Kardashian's out here buying her kid shit. I just saw Sexy Red talk about Pokemon. I'm seeing really famous rappers talk about Pokemon. Hey, how do you guys get it? I want to get into it. Sure, that is a top signal. A lot of things I'm hearing. Yeah, sure, it's top signal. But then I think about it. Is it really a top signal? Is it? This isn't the top. I don't think so. What do you guys know about the 30th? This is how you answer your own question. What do you know about the 30th in chat? Nothing, right? And if you know nothing and I know nothing and nobody knows anything, that is because the 30th hype hasn't even started yet. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what the real Pokemon bull market will be when we do get that 30th, or at least at a minimum, leading into the euphoric news of the 30th? That is when I'll probably be like, okay, it's time to take some serious profits here. Who knows? Like I said, maybe the 10th gen will be phenomenal. Maybe it's well received. Maybe that new game coming out, can't remember what it's called, for Gen 10, is top tier. Maybe a new huge Pokemon boom level, or Pokemon Go level of euphoria comes out. I was around for Pokemon Go. I remember that, bro. Everybody was walking around trying to catch Pokemon. And we're like, oh my God. People who never played Pokemon were like, this is so dope. Maybe something like that happens. So no, I don't think, realistically we're in the top. No, I don't even think we've begun, at least for the short to mid-term. But we'll see after that. We'll see after the 30th, and we will see how 10th gen is received. And we'll re-engage. If the market goes down, great. If it doesn't, great. But no, we are not at the top. Don't forget the Rayquaza set after the 30th. Bro, there's so much going on, man. There's so much going on. Pokemon is always fine. Question is, are you business tubers going to be fine? That is such a great question, Mimic Brew. So, admittedly, I was very concerned about this. I made one video about that, and then Dan, he made a video kind of like not fully replying to me, but he mentioned me in his video and then replied. Excuse me. He said, I don't think people really understand. And he mentioned my name. And he said, we will be fine because our percentage never changes. In fact, during a bear run, you make more money. And I was like, really? That was my concern. Like, who's my customer going to be if Pokemon's cheap? He said, no. Think of it like this. If a booster box right now is $300, supply is very limited. It's hard to get. You know what I mean? And you have to find somebody who wants to pay $300. It's tough. It's tough, right? However, when things go to MSRP, $180, well, you're not paying $180. You're paying not 80% like I have to pay right now. You're paying 70%, 65%, sometimes even 60 or 50% if the bear market gets bad. And so you survive, and actually you don't survive, you thrive. You do better than you've ever done because you're not paying market. So you get it way under market. Sometimes you even get it cheaper than distro prices because that's how bad the market gets. And so now you can sell it to your customers for significantly under TCG, significantly under blah, blah, blah. And so your margin will not only be there, but it will increase. And so I'm going to listen to Dan, right? I'm going to listen to people who've been doing this over 10 years, who've been doing this successfully for 10 years in $1 million scale, right? And so, yes, originally I was scared, but then he reassured me, no, brother, you're going to do better than you've ever done. And I was like, now that's interesting. That is pretty cool. Yeah. To answer your question, long-winded. So it's funny because a lot of vendors that I talk to, you guys know I've been vending recently. They're like, guys, I tell them like, man, it's tough buying at 80, 85% for these cards. And they're like, bro, don't worry. Wait for the bear run. They're like, dude, I used to buy card 50%. And that was a good That was a good percentage. I was like, no way. They're like, bro, trust me. When the real bear run comes, yeah, bro, people are gonna be selling off their collection for 50%. And I was like, damn, for real? They're like, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. LOL cap. Bear market means reduced total sales and volume. We didn't have rip and ships back then. Why is it? No offense to you, Tony. I'm sure you're a great person. You and I are probably not qualified. I would admit, right? Are you qualified for that conversation? I'm not. Are you? Let me ask you, do you run a multi-million dollar business? Yes or no? Because I can tell you, what does Rudy always say? Rudy from Alpha Investments, arguably the largest whale doing this at the largest scale imaginable, wishes that the bear run would come. And why does he wish that the bear run would come in his videos? If you watch his videos, he'll tell you because he makes so much more money, because now from his distro, instead of being limited to 500 or 1,000 ETBs, he can now get 5,000, and he makes so much more money. And then when I listen to Rudy, the number one, I listen to all these other guys doing millions in sales, and they say the same thing. So who am I going to believe? Again, no offense to you, Tony. Thank you for being here tonight. Am I going to believe Rudy? Am I going to believe people who've been doing this for 10 years successfully? Or am I going to believe you? Think about it, bro. Like, think about it. Think about, are you qualified to answer that question? I am not. But there are people who are. Think about it, brother. Think about it. Sam's or Costco are supposed to get Prismatic SBCs. I'll be scooping them up locally. Absolutely. Are you qualified lording me? That doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really make sense. I'm not gonna lie. If bear markets made you poor, Rudy would be dreading in it. You're 100% correct there. Not only that, but he would be broke already by the 10th bear market he survived. Yeah. And again, Tony, I'm not throwing shade, bro. We're just using reason and logic. Just think about it. Just think about it. Right? It's just like at the gym. I say this analogy a lot, but it's true. If you're trying to get 6-pack abs, who do you go to? Do you go to the guy who's got 6-pack abs? Or do you listen to the guy who's a little overweight, drinks Dr. Pepper, doesn't really know what he's talking about, using emotions and feelings to try to give you advice how to get 6-pack? You go to the guy who's got the 6-pack. It's no different with this Pokemon business thing. Who are you going to listen to? You're going to listen to the guy who's done it, who's lived it multiple times? Or do you listen to random people on the internet and their emotions and feelings? You got to think. We got to use reason here, guys. We got to use logic. I remember having 20 to 40% margins on average easily during 2022 to 2024. So that is true about the bear market. And again, I've never lived through that. I've never had a business through that. But I'm going to listen to people who know what they're talking about. Patrick, yo, DJ, Florida is fire. It's snowing back home. Fuck that noise. Florida's great, man. I used to live in Tampa. I really enjoyed my time growing up there. Florida's fantastic to grow up in. Izzy, what's up, bro? Florida's fantastic to grow up in. It is a very expensive state, though. So the hard work and skilled get better opportunities during a bear run. Make sense. Hardworking and skilled get better. Yeah. Something Brian told me, Pokey and E. It was actually fairly recently. Shout out to Brian, man. A really nice guy. Always watches the content, gives the shout outs. He's not nice because he gives the shout outs, but he's a great guy. He was like, sometimes I get down and I'd be thinking about it, like, oh, is my business going to survive or whatever? He's like, no, dude. The people who are working right now in the bull run, like, I encourage all of you right now. If you don't have a YouTube channel, make one. If you don't have an Instagram, make one. Work it. Do it now. When the good times are good, do it now. So anyways, he said the people who are building a business now, or just a YouTube in general, or an Instagram, a following of some kind, by the time the bear run comes, you already have a loyal basis. Now, will a lot of them leave? Absolutely. Of course, right? It always happens in every bear run, but a lot of them won't. A lot of them will still watch your YouTube channels. And a lot of them will watch, your Instagram reels. And a lot of them, if you have a business, you don't have to, but if you have one, are still going to buy product off you because they're in it with you. They were with you during the bull run, and now they're going to be with you during the bear run. So I encourage all of you to make a YouTube channel. I encourage all of you to, make your own. Shout out to 813. Yes, Tampa, man. Shout out to Tampa. But I encourage all of you, Build now while the good times are good, man. The views are easy. The views right now are really easy, guys. And I'm telling you, you don't have to be talented. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to be college educated. You don't have to have any skills at all. I'm here to tell y'all, I have no skills. I have nothing that is helping me run this YouTube channel. I am not, listen, I'm not a very smart person. I don't have skills. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I tell you guys that constantly, right? You got to give me credit. You might not like me, but you always have to admit, I say I don't know what I'm talking about. I always tell people that. And we do okay on the channel. You know, we do pretty well. And we're growing every day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here to tell you, you don't have to you don't have to have business acumen. You don't have to have charisma. You don't have to have shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Make a channel and just talk, dude. Seriously, I encourage all of you. It doesn't have to be a fancy DSLR like this. I make most of my videos these days on this dog shit phone, bro. It's an Android something, S24. I go like this. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Man, did you guys see the price of Prismatic? Right? You can do that. Or you can make a channel that you like, right? I'm friends with Mimic Brew. We're probably complete opposite as far as content, right? We get along very well. I love that guy. He's great to talk to. But as far as content, we're completely opposite. He focuses on the art. He focuses on, you know, the cool cards coming out and the new launches and like, hey, this card's undervalued. And I think this illustration rare is, you know, a good buy or whatever, right? I don't really make that content personally. I'm not saying I haven't ever done that, but it's not really my content. I focus on my business and my growth and my failures. And I document that. And I show people, this is what it's like to start with nothing. 0 subscribers. I did have some money, but 0 subscribers from the ground up. Day one, this is what you're going to experience. This is my, you know, I fucked up on shipping. I had to raise prices to California, blah, 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 blah. And one day I genuinely think this business will get to $1 million. And, you know, I think so. I do. I think we'll get to $1 million in sales. And I've documented the entire thing. I showed you guys me packing orders until 2 a.m. And then I learned a better system where like, you know what? I probably shouldn't do this to my body. I probably shouldn't stay up till 2 a.m. packing orders when I have to go to work at 5:30 in the morning or 5 o'clock, right? And then I figured out a better system. And I tell you guys that. I say, hey, I have learned it is better to do what I can until about 10:30 at night. And the rest of the orders, they can wait, you know? And those type of things is fascinating for people. And you can do the same thing. You can literally do the same thing I'm doing. The only difference is, why aren't you? What is stopping people? Think about it. Yo, what's up, Izzy? What's up, my boy Pokey Pastor, man? Shout out to you, man. He's a great channel to watch, by the way, if you guys are not already watching. And I think it's a lot more relatable. Starting with singles, I think it's a lot more relatable for people. Most of us PokeTubers have full-time jobs and still find a way to upload. So you can do it too. Absolutely, bro. On a good week, I work 60 hours. On a bad week, I work 70 hours a week. I got 2 kids. I do it all, brother. I do it all. Listen, most people have the time. They say they don't. I go to soccer practices for my son. Soon I'll be going to gymnastics, all of them for my daughter, and I'll still run this business. I'm telling you, most people have the time, but say they don't. I'm old, man. I'm 36, man. I'm not a young pup no more. I don't really have the energy I used to one time. You know what I'm saying? You can find it. Anybody can do it. If I can do it, trust me, anybody out there can do what I'm doing. The question is, will you? Next bear market is a myth. For now, though, when serious people see it drop, they will buy everything and it'll go up again. Vicious circle. Okay, circle, yeah. Enjoy it, man. Great time to be here. Plenty of stuff to get into in Orlando. You don't give yourself enough credit. Oh, no. I suck, bro. I get it. I know it. I don't know anything. I'm still learning. I learn every day. I'll tell you that openly, candidly. I genuinely don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I am not qualified to talk about the things I talk about. And that is why I tell you that. Because I don't want someone to watch me blindly and be like, this guy knows what the hell he's talking about. I don't. But I'm going to document it and we're going to learn together. You know, I fuck up all the time. Perfect example. Recently, Ascended Heroes. People said, are you going to be buying Pokemon Center? I said, no, I'm not paying $220. Well, that was a bad decision. Okay. That was a very poor decision. Now I did buy the regular ETBs, thankfully. But looking back at it, of course, we should we should have bought a bunch of Pokemon centers for top dollar. But it's okay. It's part of the journey, man. Pokepaster. Love watching your stuff, man. I just checked my collector app, and are Prismatic ETBs really going for 520 plus? According to TCG, they've hit up to 600. TCG's weird, man. Like when things start mooning like that, you've seen it with Destined Rivals and stuff. Is it manipulation? Is it not? I don't know. It's hard to say. It takes a while to really find out the truth. I have 60K in Pokemon at 18. Yo, my man. At 18, wow, I did not have $60,000 to my name. I probably had like 2 or 3, if that. Yeah, good for you, brother. Yeah, good for you, man. How much should I sell and keep to invest? Dude, you got to answer that for yourself. It depends what you hold, like what do you have? Do you have stuff that's up 10x right now? If it's me, what I would do is I'd take some profits on things I'm up crazy amount of money. Now, if it's Prismatic, I'm not taking any profits because you're not up that much anyways, and it's still got plenty of room to grow. If I got some 151 products, personally, if I got it for like MSRP or around there, fuck yeah, I'm taking some profits. Not saying you have to sell it all, but I would absolutely be taking profits. What you don't want to do, this is the worst feeling ever. How do I know? Because I've been there and done that, guys. The worst feeling in the world is to rebound a cycle, meaning you go through an entire bull run, you see the highs, and then it crashes, and you didn't take any profits. And now I say rebound because now you got to wait for the next bull run. And guess what? It generally does go up far higher than the previous one. That is true, but it's a terrible feeling. How do I know? Been there, dude. Made these. You can literally learn from my mistakes. I am telling you, I have bought Bitcoin when it was as little as $3,000. I have held it as high as $125,000. I have been there. I have done that. I have learned over the years. Take some profit. Okay. You don't have to sell it all. Do what's best for you in your situation. But don't be that idiot that is up 10x, 20x, 7x on shit. And you just say, well, I'm going to wait for the next one and it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. No, take a little bit off the table at a minimum, somewhere in the bull run, at least get your damn money back. If you invested 20K, at some point, it doesn't all have to be at once. You can spread it out. You can DCA out. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, get your damn 20K back, dude. You know what I'm saying? Do not rebound. Do not be an idiot. That's all I'm going to say. You decide all the details of when and how much and how long to spread that out. But top 5 vendor tips. Ooh, such a good question. Prepare for trade up challenges. What I have found to be successful is giving out like EX cards, dollar cards or something, or packs. Now it gets expensive if you give out real packs. So what I like to do is I like to keep like those, not the Halloween one, but if you had the Halloween one, that's fine too. But like what was that 45, the holiday box? You know what I'm talking about? Those came with like a lot of like fun packs and stuff. I give stuff like that out to kids that ask because it gets crazy, man. And I am a sucker for the kids. I'm not gonna lie. I love them being in the community. It makes me really happy. Like it inspires me seeing these kids and some 8-year-old kid, 10-year-old kids like, do you got anything? I'm trying to trade up to a Evolving Skies booster box. I am a sucker. But if you keep being a sucker for 30 people that day, well, those $2, $3, $5 add up to hundreds of dollars. And you gotta be careful with that. So I would suggest having some EX cards that you don't need anyways. And here you go, little buddy. I don't have anything to trade up. However, I hope this helps. Be prepared for that because that's going to happen. Number 2, I'm not going to give you 5 tips, bro. That's too many. I'll give you one more because it's going to take forever. Number 2 is most vendors are sharks. And not all. There's some great vendors out there. But most vendors that I've experienced are trying to play you. Some of them are genuine, but a lot are not. And so what they'll do is, hey, dude, yeah, what's going on, man? I'm on the table next to you. And you're like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, you're cool. They seem cool. They seem friendly. And then they want your stuff for cheap. A lot of people are buttering you up. And then they'll be like, hey, bro, I need that for my PC, bro. can you help me out, bro? Vendor to vendor, please, please, please. I'll look out for you, bro. I'll look out for you. You don't know this person. And you're like, you know what? Yeah, you seem cool. I fell for that one time. Yeah. And then here you go. And then, bro, they put that sticker on that bitch, put it right in their case, and they sell it for market. They are sharks. Sharks. A lot of them will pressure you as well. This doesn't work on me anymore, but they'll come up to you and they'll be like, bro, I need cash quick. What do you got? You buy this for me? You buy this for me? 90%, 90%. Fuck no, fuck. I need the money. Please help me out. Vendor to vendor, bro. Vendor to vendor. Look out, look out. They're not going to look out for you. You'll never see this person again. Be careful. These people will come to your booth. They will snipe things for cheap and they will just pretend it's for their Pokemon Center. It's for my daughter. It's for my. They're sharks, bro. A lot of them have no integrity. Be careful. They're going to get you. If you're a sucker, they're gonna smell the blood in the water. So just be prepared. Only asked because I just checked my collection and 3 months in, it's up $4,500. Got 3 prismatic ETBs for average. Oh, if it's prismatic, I'd definitely hold on. Hit that like button. What are you doing awake, father? Bought in January. Haha, dude, good for you, buddy. At 18, you're killing it, brother. Just please don't rebound. How much do you put into it? If you put 60K in and you're at 60K, probably don't take anything. It's all subjective. Oh, for that person? Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. But that being said, I do think we have more time with the bull run, as I've said before. Trying to say not everyone should feel pressured to make content, and it can turn into a negative depending on how you experience it. Oh, really? I've not heard someone say that before. I'm very curious why you think that. Not saying you're wrong. I've never heard anybody say like making content is negative. I suppose if like you're fragile and like thin skinned, I could see that. But to be fair, there's plenty of people making millions of dollars that don't even do social media. I will say it depends on your goals in life for sure, right? Like, I'm going to be honest. Most people don't have what it takes to be a content creator. I hate saying that. I really do. Now, I do think everybody should try. And I think everybody's capable of doing it. Like, most people are capable to do it, but most people are too lazy to really make it work. They'll just make excuses of why they can. I'm too busy. It was a long day of work. I never feel bad for those people. I just don't. I'm sorry. If I didn't work, if I didn't have a job, if I wasn't doing so much, then maybe I'd be like, oh, that's so sad. Like most people, they're just gonna make excuses and they're just gonna not make it work. They're gonna find I gotta watch this show, the new One Piece show just came out on Netflix and okay, that's fine. I think everybody's capable. Most people are just too freaking lazy to be honest. It's hard work. It's not hard labor, but it's really not as hard as most people make it sound. It's really quite easy. Just hit play. Just talk, man. It's so easy. If you have team up blisters, and that's what you're calling ancillary sell, if you have destined rivals blisters and you're up $10 each, I feel like this is like two different. This is a lot of commas. Holy 4 commas. These are like different thoughts. Okay. I hate to be that guy. I'm gonna help you here. Now this is petty. I will admit that. But just for my eyes. All right, I need you to use this symbol. If you're going to write the way you are writing, you are hurting my eyes. So please use this symbol. Oh shit, why is it so thin? Hold on. That's what she said. If you're going to break the thought, like the way you're writing, I'm sorry, I know it's petty, but it helps me read it. If you're either the semicolon or is it this one? I forgot the other one. Like this, right? It's been a while. I've been in school in a while, but use these instead of comma. These symbols, please. You hurt my eyes. Because you're saying different thoughts without a period. So it's like when you put a comma, they're like the same thought. You're like making this very long run-on sentence and it just hurts my eyes. I apologize. I know I'm being picky. If you have team up blisters and that's what you're calling ancillary sell, you see what I'm saying? This is like a run-on sentence. If you have destined rivals blisters and you're up $10, probably hold for a bit. Also stop buying it. I see what you're saying. So you're giving them good advice. If you have ancillary products, sell. That I agree. A lot of ancillary products, probably not the best to hold. Yeah, probably agree. Yeah. Real eyes, real gains. I'm sorry for being petty. I apologize. That was rude of me. I'm selling all off center shit, but great. Oh, that's smart. Yeah. Get rid of while the good times are good. Yes. Get rid of that stuff. I think everyone can make content, but I don't know that everyone has the grit, passion to be consistent. Is a grind. Listen, I used to be on Twitch and I was very successful at Twitch, man. Like not this YouTube channel, but the one before it. No, 2 channels ago. Yeah, in my 20s. Bro, it's hard for me to feel for anybody, man. I was like I said, my days minimum are 12 hours. Minimum. That's best case scenario is I go home after 12 hours. That doesn't talk about commute. Sometimes I work 14 hours out of 24. I'm not trying to hear that shit. What I always did, and I'm not saying people have to do this, but I used to chug a Red Bull. Chug a Red Bull, and I'd be like, all right, let's do it. Let's do Twitch. Blah, blah, blah. And I was streaming for 5 hours, because at that time in my life, I was like, I want to be a Twitch streamer. And I was very good at it. Very good. And so I don't do the same with YouTube. YouTube's a lot better. YouTube's cool because like you can do a little bit now, then you go hang out with your kids and you can finish the video later. It's really nice. I think it's much better for families. The point is, get some damn coffee. Do something. It don't matter. Just do the hell you gotta do if you want it. Now, if you don't want it, don't do it. But if you want it, there's always a way. There's always a way. Put about 15K in, spent a paycheck. Congrats, buddy. B grade, yeah. Rotate out of the B grade if you can. That would be my suggestion for sure. Get Minty if you can. I get it. Minty, you are gonna have to pay a premium for Minty, but over the long run, you'll probably be happy you did. Like I've said a million times, all day, every day, I will gladly pay Minty full market. Or excuse me, I will pay full market any day to get a Minty box. I'm not looking for discounts if I'm hunting for Minty product. Now, if I'm looking for a discount, I don't expect the best of the best, right? You can't expect, if something's $1,000 and you're looking to pay 800, 850, you deserve to get the one with the hole in it because you're not paying up. You know what I'm saying? The premium product, in my opinion, should be the market price. Doesn't always work out like that, but absolutely. All right. Just keep swimming, Jacob. Best advice. Don't step over $1 to pick up some dimes. That's great advice. Those trade up challenges videos are hilarious. Now I did have somebody donated. My man supporting the channel. Paid MewTube PSA 10 for 900. Now at 8,000 hold. Yo. Congrats, buddy. Congrats, buddy. That's how you do it. Thank you for the donation. Keeping the channel alive. Let me try. Let's see. This one's to other people. I think I should go heavy and AH. My top position is 151. 2 great sets. I can't answer that for you, bro. I can't answer that for you. I can only tell you what I'll do. If it's me, I would sell. Depends on the product. If it's Pokemon Center, me personally, I'm selling all of them. It's $1,500 or not all, almost all. I'll keep like 1 or 2, but yeah, I'm getting rid of those. They're too high. They probably will go to 2K, 3K one day, but for me, it's up. I made my money. Like we're up big. I would personally take that money and I would buy Ascended Heroes ETBs. Not saying it won't go back down to 100 or 90, but it's down so much, or not really up so much, I should say, rather. That I would feel like there's way more growth for it. And also, man, when you start getting to, honestly, once you start hitting $500, the amount of people who can even buy it starts to shrink. When you get to 750, 800, the amount of people really shrinks. Once you break $1,000, it's just so few people. You're really going to like these rich people. And then you know what? It gets to 3K, and then you're looking for this buyer, and I don't know how many you have. Do you have 20 of them? It's very possible to find 1 or 2 people that like needs a Pokemon Center ETB, sure, but in the future, are you going to find 20 people that need a $3,000 ETB? I don't know, man. I don't like it. I like to sell the price point where more people can afford it. That being said, I also run a business, and so I would like to expand my business into more people. So my opinion is tainted in that way and tailored to that vision, I would say. So that might not align perfectly with your goals, but I hope that helps. I trade out 151 for AH for sure. It also depends on the product, right? Like there's some products I haven't ran that much. I flip so I don't have to make videos. Yeah. There's a bunch of people who who don't like retrospects. He started making content. I wish he would make more, but he doesn't really make that much. And like I said, he's doing tens of millions in sales, or at least 10 million in sales, or whatever it is. I don't know why. I just feel like it's too early to sell 151. Call me crazy. You could be right. 100%. You could be. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me list the excuses. Don't stop working. I would sell 151 unless you need the money. Like I said, I wouldn't. If I was going up, I'm sure it will. I think everything's going up, bro. I'm binge watching Attack on Titan. Oh, bro, I need to catch up on that show. I've only seen season 1 and 2. One day I will. I don't have time. I I don't have time for TV, and I'm busy, bro. Like, I'm freaking busy, man. I'm a busy guy, bro. I always have something to do for the business or the family or something. I'm a super busy guy. I'm holding Prismatic. Is it a good investment? Fuck yeah. Great job. Fantastic. Keep holding. It's valid, Jacob. Okay, that's Jacob. Trying to get through these, man. So many questions. Make sure you guys like this video. Come on, hit the like. When will they stop printing Prismatic? So 151, they never tell us like, oh, we're not going to print this. What they'll say instead is it rotates out. So if you look on a Pokemon card, you probably won't be able to see it, but there is a letter here. Can you see? You probably can't see that. There's an H there next to Journey Together, the white thing in the corner. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of focused on my hand, but that's the block that it rotates out. So what that means is you have to understand Pokemon's bigger than like the card game, like, or collecting cards, right? So the competitive play is what really matters with Pokemon. You need to understand that. So you can't use older cards like, okay, I don't have any Sword and Shield. Oh, I do have one Sword and Shield up here, actually. I don't even know what set this is. Whatever, right? You can't use this in competitive play anymore to play Pokemon. So depending on the block that you have, once it rotates out of competition, in theory, we assume that they're not going to print it anymore because that card can no longer be played in competitive Pokemon, which again is really the goal for Pokemon. Do you understand? It's supposed to be a game that we all play. Now, probably 99% of people don't play the game, but that's really what it's based off of. So when people interchangeably kind of mix up the terms there, what they're really saying is it's rotating out of competition or play. But people say it's rotating out of print, which isn't factually correct per se. It does tend to do that. But if they wanted to, Pokemon could do whatever the hell it wants. You understand? So what we have seen in the past, and hell, we just saw more stock of battle styles ETBs. Now, it was at like 5 or 6 in the morning. So actually, I was awake, but I was at work and I didn't even know it happened. But they, for whatever reason, I'm assuming this is from Pokemon Center themselves. They probably found a bunch of them laying around in a warehouse somewhere, or maybe they've been hoarding them. I don't know the details, but they did come out with something that's technically out of print. But is it really? You see what I'm saying? So there's also a difference between a restock, a reprint, and just having, yeah, I guess just say reprint and restock is they could simply have 100,000. They could have 1 million prismatic ETBs laying around. They really could. And they could just be hoarding them. And maybe they'll launch them when they want. So I hope that helps. He was like, you mean my kids might have some money in their Pokemon? That's funny. All right. Do we have any more questions? I don't think so. It looks like you guys are all talking amongst each other, which is awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap this stream up. Thank you, everyone. Wow. Today we hit our new record. Wow. We have 141 viewers right now. That's actually really cool. Feel free to join the, well, I already put the link out for the Discord, but understand it's under construction. Eventually I'll probably change it and it'll be different and blah, 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 blah. But there's at least the Instagram if nothing else. So I appreciate every one of you. I am buying collections at 80%. I'm not really looking for a lot of 151. It's a little bit too expensive for me. I'll take it. If it's mixed in there, I'm not really hunting 151 right now. I'll take it. If that's all you got, I'll take it, but kind of expensive, but feel free, reach out. Best way to reach out to me is Instagram. You can also check out my store, which is DJ's Poke Center. We do have some things left. We sold out a lot of stuff this weekend, so I am trying to replenish that as best as I can. But like I said, you can always check out the store. I do sell magic. I sell a lot of Japanese. Well, I have a lot of products for Japanese. Not saying that people buy it that often, but it is there. It is available, and I think our prices are very competitive and probably cheaper than most places. Not every place, but cheaper than a lot of places. Thank you so much for the $5, James. It's very nice of you. Been watching your channel, and it's good to listen in the background at work. Well, thank you, James. Thank you very much. But yeah, feel free. We got English as well. We just sold out of Phantasmal, so I need to take that off. Whoa, somebody just bought these? Who bought these? I still have more of these. Damn. I didn't know these sold out. Okay, I need to restock these. I have like 10 more. Wow, I didn't even know somebody bought all those. That's awesome. I have these, which most people can't afford these, and I do not suggest you open these. Personally, these are from 2008. It's gonna be hard to find somebody who wants this, but this would be more for like a sealed pack collector, right? Like not everybody has $320. I think market's 350 on these. So yeah, it's really hard to find somebody who wants this, but if you do, you're that guy or girl. Journey Together just went to 265, 270 today, which is crazy. Who just sold? They haven't sold it all. And then as soon as it goes up, we got a Send of Heroes on there. If you buy UPCs, if you buy 4 UPCs, I do have cases available. I sold all the cases that were pretty or good looking, I should say, for a premium. So now that I only have ugly cases left, you know, they're still sealed, but they're ugly. You know, it might not look good and the tape might not be pretty or whatever might not be pretty about it, but it is still a sealed case and there's no premium. You just pay market and you'll get a sealed case. I have 3 left, I think. So that's what I'm doing with the ugly ones. I'm not going to charge you guys a premium, but I want to say 3 left, but you have to buy 4 and then I'll send you a case. It's ugly, but it is there. I have cases of these, but you need to DM me for them. Whatever market is on that one. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, we got some random packs still there. But I appreciate every single one of you. I hope you have a great day. I hope my words don't offend you. That's never the goal. I'm trying to help genuinely. I mean it. And I receive help from y'all as well. So I do appreciate all the help that I receive. And hey, another video, probably video come out tomorrow. Or maybe I'll film a video right now. You guys want me to film a video right now? Maybe I'll just do a video right now. Kids are already asleep, so 22. If I get 10 people to type 22, I'll film a video right now. Fuck it. I'll do something for you guys. So always trying to grow the channel. We're always trying to expand, road to 3,000 subs. And yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Love you guys. Peace. I'm out. I'm tired. I'm tired. Time to go to bed. I got to work. Love you guys. How many 22s do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I said 10. Oh, somebody typed 11. They fucked it up. All right, no video, I think. I'll give you guys 10 more seconds. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would have been 9, but he typed 11. I'll give you a couple more seconds. We're at 9. Okay, we did do 10. Fuck. All right, I'm a man of my word. I'll do it. It's not gonna be a great video, but it's a video. Peace.